Hello, everyone. Welcome to tonight's episode of the Plight of Princes. The fact I'm doing this with a straight face is fucking astonishing me. Where last we left off, over a month ago, we apologize for the delayed keeping of this campaign from you, but between Ollie Raychat, who is now frozen on my tiny chat, which is the most fitting thing. I kind of want to keep that there. No, he's back. He's back.
Oh, okay. I thought you were frozen
He's back.
mid-sneeze for all eternity.
Yeah. It was just gone. Anyway, so we were gone for a while. Ollie graduated. People had to move around with jobs and everything towards the end of the year.
Ooh, where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Where is he?
And we are down a Krauser, a Renara. He won't be joining us for a while due to work and time restraints, but thankfully, we didn't have enough gay bastard energy. As such, I went into the Feywild and I dragged out my beloved girlfriend. Say hi.
Hi.
You might remember her as the person who killed the fucking dragon.
Hi.
Guy me. So then,
I brought a boy.
I'm aware. Who else are you going to
Hello.
bring? So, Posey, why don't you tell us what happened in our last session?
Would love to. Needs a glass
Ahead.
of
Getting there.
God, 3 different ranges. Anyway, we decided
God.
nobly to put up with each other for longer. That's how it started last time. We got given some special health potions because I know everyone else forgot that we had those because I did. We travelled. We're on our way to Thundertree because it's something to do with it's a Kika quest. We travelled a day in Neverwinter Wood, and in the first night we had some lovely conversations, and we were interrupted by a awful screaming bear thing that was kind of shitty, and made some of us walk towards it, which was kind of unpleasant. You can stop doing that while I'm trying to read it. Not necessary. But we managed to kind of not scare it off. It just kind of left because we actually put up a fight.
Alright, I'm gonna head out.
Bunch of King's backstory stuff. And then we travelled for longer. We're trying to make a good time. We came across a kind of goblin mining expedition, as far as we can tell. There were some goblins and some bugbears, and we were like, oh yeah, we can handle this. So we did. We handled it very effectively. And then that fucking bear showed up again. You can stop. You have it within you to stop.
I am on too much sugar
And then-
too many painkillers to stop.
And then eventually we fought these things for a while, and then Kaok was like, "Begone, thought," and it left.
That's my brother.
Be gone!
And now we're like, okay, we have the length of a command spell of it going that way for us to go this way. So we're going this way, trying to make it to Thundertree. Well, at least to put in about a day's distance between us and Awful Bear Thing, so it can stop harassing us when we try and sleep, which would be lovely.
Yes.
We found some other stuff. We found some money and some other shit. Basically, that's it.
You also found, whilst you were looting through the materials that the goblins were raking out of this mine. Oh, that looked painful.
I don't know if you heard it. That was my shoulder relocating itself.
Yeah, it do that.
Special. I'm assuming what you're about to say is special rock veins of metal is what I've written down.
Yes. Large rock about that much with like some kind of silvered kind of looking material
I
within
think
it.
Runara has it. I can't remember who has that. now.
Runara has it in her pocket, we'll say. Okay. So, what are you all doing, you naughty bunch of children?
Everyone is frozen on my screen.
You are frozen on our screen. Good start. Strong start.
Okay.
Good thing you're not at the start of the session then.
Take my glasses.
Right. So we
should probably make a
said
time.
that we were thinking about just booking it. So just do that.
Yeah. Should we try and put a good amount of time between us and Bear Boy?
Yeah. The magical illusory Gregor's probably going to vanish.
Oh, thank God. Okay, that's gone. Okay. Should we go? I don't want to stay here.
Yeah, let's
He was
leave.
doing a Slavic squat as he despawned, just which for him just made him look 10 foot tall.
Should we go?
Yeah, let's go.
Because there's still some goblins in that mine. And I kind of don't want. They're kind of, they're living their life. Let's leave them.
They live the life.
I mean, we
Trying to remember
They're
how
cool.
they played
We're cool.
here and we interrupted them doing. I'm not sure what. I'm not actually sure why we decided to stop them in the first place.
I'm going to be honest. I kind of can't remember, but I'm sure it's fine. Let's go.
They were considered
Who knows?
land, according to our druid.
Yes, according to the druid, they were considered the vermin of this land. You can keep stepping on them, and just more will keep coming.
Well, let's go before they come back.
We investigated this camp, didn't we, or did we?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we took
That's where we
supplies
got
and
the
stuff.
money and the metal and stuff. Let's go.
Okay, we vamoose.
You've a moose, loose, about the hoose. So,
Okay,
you
let
guys
us
are
know
going
if
to
anything
go.
happens with us. But I've still got Hex up, haven't I? So I can tell that it's still
going,
moving away.
up until the end of your
For an
duration.
hour. Yeah.
It's still going, yeah.
Yeah, just to make
By
sure.
the way, may I say, this picture of party treasure is fantastic, but we can't actually do it.
Oh, sorry, just a moment. I thought that's not the thing I was looking for. Where is
No,
where
that's
is
the moon
it's
pig
under
one. Where's the?
Yeah. Party treasure? Just a moment. Can be edited by all players. I have it down as. Hang on, I'll see if
there
I
it is.
can.
Yeah, but is it also in all of our journals?
Yeah, I can
Yes.
see it in mine.
Oh, where am I looking?
It's
for?
under
Going to-
handouts,
Okay.
which is
Okay.
confusing
Big
considering
treasure.
that there's a party loot thing which isn't under
Yeah,
handouts.
that's a moon pig. That's fine.
Sorry about that.
Edit. Yeah, I can edit.
You can edit it.
Yeah, I can hear.
Yeah.
I'm just
I'm-
gonna give
Oh,
Nemo
shit,
like
Kay's
direct
gone.
access.
No, what do we do?
Yeah, you guys do party loot now. Kay's not here to do your
Ah!
party loot.
It's fine. We don't have any party loot right now.
Yeah, we're too busy being selfish.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Not even
Yeah.
that. We just don't have anything.
Am
I
I
mean,
looking
I
at
still
the same
really
party
would-
loot as everybody else? Because all mine is a picture with nowhere to put text or anything.
Yeah, but you can
Yeah.
press edit in the top right.
If you close
And
it
then
and open it
scroll
again,
down.
then you should be able to edit it.
Oh yeah, I
Okay,
forgot. I picked up a poisonous mushroom. That's
Imagine
so
me like,
weird.
anyway, don't worry about it. Moving on.
There we go.
Oh yes, the poisonous mushroom that could cause somebody the shits if it's ground into something. Noted.
Yep, there we go.
Um,
The edit button just popped up.
Lovely.
There you go.
So, you guys continue along your trek. Are you just going to go straight to Thunder Tree?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got nowhere else to go.
Yeah.
I'm assuming we're just going to beeline it as
Yep.
much as we can.
Okay, so you're just making a fast pace. Okay, who will be? I presume Ollie will be leading you guys. He would
Very
have
so.
You would have an advantage on your survival check, but because you are all going at a fast pace, this is going to be a straight survival check.
So just normal.
Yeah, just one roll, please. And who will be keeping an eye out as we go?
Fucking not me. Oh, that's not good to come back to.
Possibly Runara. She's got a +3. Unless anyone else
Okay.
wants to bother.
Oh,
Yeah, I would roll it for
that's
Renara.
not. That's
If
not
someone
a great
wants to
first
give-
roll.
If someone wants to give
Anybody
Runara
want some
advantage, you
help?
can do.
That's under Kika. Whoops.
I'll help Renara then. 'Cause
So
I wanna
roll
keep-
again.
That's good.
Hey.
That's better.
Very good.
At least we're safe.
I'm helping.
You
That we
know
know
more
of.
than I've done.
We're safe, but we're probably not going in the right direction.
So,
Why-
in your
why
panic-
is the bear getting? Oh,
Yeah, I can detect it for the next hour. If we're getting closer to the bear, I'm gonna lose my mind.
actually, that's a fair point. After 10 minutes of focus, you're aware of the fact that you're not going eastward. Like, it's weird. The bear is moving, but it's not moving as quickly away from you as it should be. As if, like, you had your two lines. You're expecting there to be this much distance to be built between the two, but instead, it's like you're getting that much kind of distance where you're kind of
Going at an
not.
angle.
Like, kind of, yeah.
You're not maximizing your fuck at this run from bear energy.
Right.
So I would say after like
Hey,
10 minutes, you're
Samus.
aware of it.
Yes.
Not that I am doubting you or anything. I know you're from this kind of way, but are you sure we're going the right way? Because like the bear isn't like getting a lot further away from us, and it kind of should be.
I'm not too sure. The forest has changed somehow. The energy is different.
I mean,
Something's
forest-
upset something in it, and I'm unsure. I'm slightly unsure.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
would
you
say it
had
has
to-
something to do with the massive, horrifying monster and
I
abomination.
was literally about to say
nature.
that before the voice of God said it, but like, I
God.
Cozy, I know I'm amazing, but I'm
Shush.
Kayak, not God, okay? I know I'm amazing, but I'm not a god.
wasn't talking.
I was playing as Kayak there, so enjoy.
I can't tell.
Yes!
Jesus,
Right.
But
I'm just kidding.
you know, like forests, they are mysterious, and you know, roots change and overgrow, and like I get it, I understand. I just thought I would point it out because at the moment I can still tell where the bear is, but we're not getting closer to it, which is good. If we were getting closer to it, then I would start freaking out. But you know, I think we're doing okay. Just thought I'd let you know. Okay, I'm gonna go back to being on the spot. Bye.
Awkward finger gun.
I've been playing Purity for too long. I forgot how to say Posey. Purity is all this.
What was the thing you just did with your hands?
I think
Finger
that's
crossbow.
that's the Eldritch Blast. That's how you cast it.
That's how you.
Boo.
That's how you cast it.
That's not how you cast it.
No.
I thought that's just how you cast it.
Oh god.
Oh.
Maybe that's why I don't hit anything with it. How do you cast it?
I mean, I kind of just panic a little bit, and it just sort of goes there.
I mean, I'm panicking almost constantly, but that doesn't seem to work for me.
I mean, I can relate heavily to that.
Okay.
I'm
No
going
more
to
of
get
this.
Cat.
Oh, no.
I'm going to get Cat to fly above the tree line.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good idea. I mean, me and Kayak, we normally just fly over forest because it's quicker, but we have to walk because you can't fly.
Are you looking through Cat, or are you just letting Cat be like, Cat, if you see something, let me know? Cat the
Yeah,
bird.
like when he first goes up, I'll be looking through his eyes with the maids, probably making sure I don't trip on
Make
anything,
a
over
perception
anything.
check. Yeah, no, they do the king's chair.
I love how we've just called that the king's chair.
No, there's literally like a thing where like kids will just interlock their fingers, and whoever sits on it is the king. It's like a schoolyard thing. It's the king's chair.
Nope. Although I'm probably
Um,
supposed to be using king's perception, but
Not for a while, but after like maybe an hour of you guys traveling, you see something very small in the distance, like in the air. Like from a distance, like you're doing close, far away kind of thing of like, is that something big, far away, or is that something small, close? And you just see it just like begin careening down and into the forest. It looks like a ship. It's like a small, like little sail ship, tiny. And you just see, and when that happens, everyone down below just hears a. This is maybe nearly half a day's like trekking through woodland, which takes a lot longer to do than just walking a path.
there appears to be some sort of sailing vessel has crashed about half day travel.
So,
What direction was it in?
East,
So the way we're going.
the way you should be going.
Ah.
You're going northeast. Now you're going, turn around.
I'm not an expert in navigation, but the sun seems to be the wrong direction.
I'm sorry, it's just the two warlocks have just gone off on one, and I'm just sat in the corner giggling.
It's a well-known fact me and Blue can have a whole conversation with just our eyebrows.
Cluster's too strong, my dudes.
So, you eventually start turning east. Excuse me. Hope that wasn't too loud. And you begin making your way, and after maybe half a day's travel, or you get close to maybe, I want to say, 8 p.m., you know? Like, late enough in dusk. You, as you're traveling, eventually come across what looks like a small sail ship. The kind of thing you'd maybe have like 2 or 3 people on, and you literally would like grab and lean with it to change its direction in water kind of thing, but for air. For an airship. And it is wrecked on the ground. About 10 feet away from it, you see one of these humanoids from previous in Neverwinter, a Gith, hacked to fucking pieces.
I think
Could I try a medical check on the thing that's hacked to pieces to try to get insight into, like, well, it was medical or insight to kind of
In what manner it was hacked? Sure.
medical or insight?
Yeah. That will be. You can't insight check a body. Body, are you lying to me?
Don't you lie to me, buddy.
I think what you mean is
Don't
investigation.
you lie. Yes,
Investigation.
investigation or medicine. But if you're looking at trying to discover what happened to the body, it's medicine.
Okay.
If you're trying to figure out what happened, or looking at the area, that would be investigation.
I'll
So,
do medical.
medicine. Doctor! Medic! Okay. You can tell that there's fractures to the left arm. Kind of thing where it's clear, probably from the impact of hitting the ground. This individual had their like arm broken just by hitting the ground, like as if they jumped off the ship at the last minute. And there's like bruises to the head that match a nearby tree, which almost match it. Damn me, fucking hell! Haven't even done voices yet.
Lemsip.
I don't have any. Deal with it. So
Get some.
you're not even here yet. Fuck off. You look about it, and it's clear that these contacts were made, and then they've rolled over, and they're on the ground looking up, reaching for a blade. Like, you can see where their hand was reaching for a blade. The forearm at that point and sunk into the body is just the sign of a very heavy blade strike. And then there is a hack. It's not a clean cut. You ever remember the nearly headless ghost from Harry Potter, where there's just that bit? Basically, like, you're wondering what's going on with this head, and you notice a bit of blood around the neck, and you lift it, and the head almost completely comes off. There's just that tiny sinew holding it. And it's clear that there are other injuries. You don't know, like, say, there's injuries to the legs indicating that they were broken, but there's no indication of anything around here that would have broken the legs. Say, no, like, tree branches they got hit by or anything like that. And you can't really tell what wounds came first, but the leg breaks look like they wouldn't have been caused by, like, say, just the impact of rolling. And just a little bit of
stay
But the
a
other-
little bit in the tree line, like further back.
Thank you.
Can I check the rest of the area?
Sure, make an investigation check. This is why I love you. So, you can tell that there was at least 5 people total. One of which is this body. One seems to have walked into the scene. There are like a light. You can tell just like from like pressure on the ground. A lighter body like came in, and there was a scuffle. There were two other body footprints, and you can even tell just like from the standard issue, the kind of feet print match the person on the ground, like same kind of size person, same kind of size foot. And there's like one that's like stockier in the regard of like if you were to picture a dwarf kind of like vibe of like you can tell these are heavier feet, but they're not like an orc. They're not like taller. This is like just squatter. It's like a thicker bodied, and it's clear that this body came off the airship with the others, and there's clear indications of where most of them rolled off to and went away. But you begin following that, and towards like a smaller clearing nearby, there's another dead Githyanki. This one was killed as it was running. And it's a very small clearing, maybe like 20, like not even 15 feet across. And you can begin seeing that there's clear indications that one person continued to chase the other Gith out. And as you're walking about there, Wittick, you see a bizarre individual sat down by a tree, drinking some sort of elaborate bottle of wine that doesn't look like it belongs on this plane or many others. Loyalty, would you like to describe yourself?
Plot device, people.
So, Loyalty is a tan individual, standing at about 6'1", excluding these curled antlers, which he doesn't seem to be aware of. And from what you can see, his clothes have seen better days, even though at one point they would have been incredibly elaborate and incredibly fancy, almost say akin to top hat and tails without the top hat. Along with his elaborate dress, the other thing that you can notice quite clearly is his tail. Now, from first glance, you can probably determine, yes, he is indeed a tiefling, but the tail is off. Well, especially off for a tiefling, because it's got a damn rose at the end of it. And along with rose, it has thorns. And so he's sitting there taking a drink of his probably very, very high alcohol by volume wine, and just kind of a little bit...
Loyalty, you didn't bring this wine with you. This is wine you took off of the small ship. So this is Gith wine that you're drinking. And you don't give a fuck, but you're having some. It is like as if somebody could just take a strong red and just put like spice in it, like just like a very powdery spice, and mixed it into it. Everything's got a kick. You don't give a fuck.
So Loyalty is just basically doing the thing that a cat would do if they've just tasted something that they don't actually particularly like. He's just going bleh, bleh, bleh. Like, what the fuck?
And Loyalty, as you're sat there, you just look up, and standing over you, a large burly warforged, like this heavily plated kind of body, with a large silvered greatsword on their back, just looking down at you.
Are you hurt, humanoid?
As far as I know, yes.
Right.
Do you know what's in this?
Alcohol? I have no idea.
This is an alcohol, and I've had alcohol.
Humanoid.
It burns. The alcohol doesn't burn.
Personally, wouldn't know. I'll just give her a cure of wounds. Cure of wounds.
Yeah.
Right.
While it's a little bit difficult, he is identifying as a he, even though it's like could probably pass.
Right.
Yeah, you took
humanoid
like a small
thing.
cut,
Alright.
burning it quite low. And also to say this too low, you arrived on scene to a ship crashing. The individual that you encountered, you freed them with like a cut of the blade, and they just proceeded to tear apart everyone who put them on that ship, who are currently scrambling to get away from her.
So, yo, you seen this? You seen this chick? You seen her?
At this point, by the way, I would say most of you can hear Wittick having a conversation with somebody who's stumbling drunk. Which, by the way, the cure wounds, I would say, would have probably fixed that.
It's just like poof, you know.
You are the only other humanoid I have seen, other than my friends, and 2 dead bodies. So no.
Oh yeah, that was both of us. Yeah. Me and the poof.
I am going to have the
Right,
maids.
Humanoid. You have a name.
King's going to come in and says, Wittick, if you are going to ask somebody's name, it is polite first to give your.
Ah, yes.
What way are you looking currently, King? Because that could matter.
I was heading towards the sound of Wittick and them.
No, I mean,
No,
how
what
do
do
you
you
physically
look
look?
Your side.
I look well, like I don't have any disguise on. I have my regular.
Yeah, half zombie ass woman just poking her head over and giving this robot critique. Your nachos in this drink. You're seeing some weird shit, man.
And it doesn't get any more normal from here.
Nope.
He gives a polite curtsy and she
It says Mazda level 2.
Right.
yeah, she says, "I am King. May I have the pleasure of knowing your name?"
Well, that's going on the floor. Loyalty is okay, yeah. And he stumbles up, and it's quite obvious that he's very fawn-like in that he's standing on hooves. And he sort of
Asking, but you seem somewhat inebriated. Perchance was this accident concussion causing?
It's that shit, dude. That shit down there, I do not know what the hell that is, but it burns.
I'll pick it up and drink some.
You have living wood
It's
in you that will
Mordor.
probably soak it, so...
Can I then take it from the stone forger and try and inspect it?
Make a nature check with disadvantage, because this was made not of this plane.
Wait. Well, loyalty. I am Wittig, the Reforged.
Pleasure to meet you, Wittick. And he tries to bow quite elaborately, and then suddenly just goes, nope, right, come up. Right, there we go.
Even though he has a tail for balancing, he's just wibbity wobbity. Serenus, you're not sure what's in it, but if you put a dirty rag on the top of it and lit it, you probably serve as a good Molotov. It's one of those going, oh god, and you look at the bottle, and it's only like maybe a 330 ml bottle, but it's half empty. And that's disconcerting.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure I feel nothing of it. That's a thing.
I believe I am starting to get a greater grasp of the situation. So, were you a prisoner on the ship, or how did you come about it?
You just saw a ship falling in the sky and the sound of a really angry woman roaring and three very loud screaming males. And you came to investigate. Saw the Gith, saw her, scene proceed.
So yeah, I was up on that ship.
You were
Found
walking
that.
around. You weren't on the ship. You saw it above.
Yeah, but,
You were just
sorry.
walking about.
Sorry, Monsieur
You're okay.
Duke.
You're okay. The ship
So
could barely contain the three Gith and her, so that's probably why she was able to break out.
so
Overloaded.
walking around trying to find nearest place to, sleep, and then found Poof and thought, hey, she's kind of cute, kind of short for my liking, but hey, cute, digging the muscle things, and then suddenly, like, rah! Then bolted, man. That she's scary, dude. Do not, just do not.
You have no idea what you're not meant to do, but what it is, you absolutely will not do it due to his guidance.
Kayak.
Yeah.
A prisoner on a Gith ship? Do you think that's somebody we know from Neverwinter? Do you think they took prisoners?
They might have done. And coming from the corner, because you were loudly shouting this, but coming around from the corner now, like the scene with Bjorn and Gandalf at the fucking Hobbit, where the dwarfs just keep coming on 2 by 2 by 2. Hurrah. This very large, if a bird could be burly, golden like speckledy colored, right?
I mean, he's literally... gold is a very apt colour because he does sparkle like his sister. They both sparkle.
Sparkling bitches. Arakocra, and then a shorter,
Bird vampire.
thinner...
Bleh.
Bring those vampires into my world and I will kill you. Anyway, and a shorter, but also simultaneously equal sparkly, but nighttime. Like, the difference of if you could see stars during the day for him, and if you could see, and stars at night for her. But with dark violet colors. And the big one begins approaching you, Lo. And at this point, you're like, what was in that? Because everything is bright and like the light rays coming through the trees are sparkling off him. You're like, ah. But you are recovering due to the cure wounds. It's just your head is lifting right now, and it's like, ah.
Halfway between hangover and high. I get it.
Yeah, basically. This is meant to be drank after you get back, not during the mission. So that's why you get fucked up. Sorry there. What was it? Low or loyalty? Loyalty? What are you?
As far as I can remember, loyalty.
That's a question for another day. But can you describe who this was? Very important you get the details more than a poof.
Yeah, but shorter than me. Sort of.
He just puts his hand up and starts lowering it. Like, how tall? How tall?
About there.
What, 5'4" then?
I can't tell from the hair. I mean, hair. Hair. Sort of built. You know,
What race
like.
were they? Were they a dwarf? Because you sound like you're describing a burly, big-haired dwarf or something.
Dwarfish? I mean, the skin was.
What color was the hair? And he just like immediately gets a click. What color was the goddamn hair?
Black?
Alright, so when you say puffy, you mean just like big ass hair that goes like over to the shoulders kind of thing. How far back? How far back?
Just, amazing hair, dude. I mean, but there-ish.
And
Can't really tell because she was kind of
out of character. A very ragey person, stocky person, somewhere in this area. Thick ass long black hair. They're describing Gwyn, Ashkin Glory's daughter. Which explains why there's so many dead Gith. And he just looks at you and goes, oh, that's a very unfortunate Gith that ran away.
But I mean, her skin. I mean, oh god, her skin. I mean,
that's my cousin. Shut your mouth.
Okay.
We have to find her quickly. Oh gosh, she's
How long ago?
She's in the
How
forest
long
by
ago?
herself, and there's a bear around.
I'm more concerned for the bear. Where was she last going?
Would I have figured that out via the markings?
Yeah, Carrick isn't aware of this, but yes, you would have.
I'll say about that. The footways and everything. Whenever I was looking around.
How long ago? How long ago, Drunky? Come on.
Damn, guide me here. Damn, guide me here.
2 hours.
2 out. About half the bottle away. I mean, about 2 hours.
Okay, 2 hours. By the way, it was
Approximately
eastward.
what direction
It was like southeast basically. So you guys essentially, if I'm using this map, I'm just going to use the Neverwinter map as my reference here. Let's go back up to it.
I'm guessing you heard me, Curls.
Fuck you.
I
So,
completely missed that.
so let's just say you started today here. You started the session here. You started walking this way. There. You encountered him, and then it's an indication that she went somewhere this way. So essentially, you're like, you're going east. You're meant to just like go almost properly east, but you're kind of just like ping-ponging about.
Right.
As long as there's an easterly direction, we could head down. Although, might I remind you that we are on a time limit to get reinforcements for Netherwinter.
I'm not chasing her down. No. Just don't. I mean, I sort of did the whole,
It's our cousin. It's
We
our
have
cousin.
to find
so we're
her.
going. We're going to find her. And I would recommend you don't stay here by yourself, Drunky, because you're going to get eaten by a bear.
I mean,
Mr. Loyalty, if I may, you may not be aware of the current political situation. It is my regret to inform you that we appear to currently be at war with the Gith that you now see dead upon the floor.
I was wondering about that.
This individual is less likely dangerous to our well-being as the Gith is to ours. If you choose, you may continue to drunkenly stumble around the area where their dead comrades currently reside and will likely receive reinforcements, or you can come with us. The choice is yours.
Yeah. I'm coming with you, but we're not going after her because I mean when I tried to talk to her, I mean, sorry, her is coming out. And when I tried to talk to her, I mean, she threatened to cut the whole head off.
That's her way of saying hello!
She says it to everybody.
This also would not be a problem as we appear to have family members residing with us and understand being prisoner and whatnot has probably put her in somewhat of a discourteous mood.
I mean, has anyone ever tried to, like, take, like, a badger and put it in a cage without tying it up first?
I mean,
Very unhealthy idea to do.
as long as we're, like,
She's not a
arguing
badger.
about this,
She's
we're losing
too cute
daylight
to be a
in the
badger.
house already.
She's too cute to be a
We're gonna keep
badger.
moving. Okay. All right. Do I have to make an executive decision?
Yes.
We're already
Good.
we're going.
I start walking.
Cool.
I believe we are
Wittick's the only
going,
one who knows where
although
we're going.
as
Thank God,
out of incentive to you, Loti, seeming to understand your particular provocations of what you may or may want to do, may I introduce you to the triplets? And the maids will come up. My triplet maids.
No.
Let's.
Loyalty's like, which one of you motherfuckers is real?
Low.
Seeing 3 of you.
I'm seeing double. 6 of them.
The ears
Now,
are
would you
up.
like to come along with us?
Oh, yes, please.
Oh, by the way,
Very
at this
well.
point, you will eventually have seen Posey. Because Posey did not roll a stealth check.
No, I was just staying back away from everything. I wasn't trying to hide. I was just like standing off to the side, watching everything happen.
There's just like a pile of bodies, and then
Yeah, that's not, you know, what
I
you
said
walked
Lo was a disaster. He's an actual disaster.
He's
Yeah,
a
I'm
little
getting that
disaster.
vibe.
You have no idea. By the way, you don't remember anything like from last night. Everything beyond that, you barely remember. You barely even remember your name. You pretty much just remember. Yeah, it was Loyalty. Had a crashing party last night, and you stumbled out into this forest today. You don't know how far you've walked. You don't know where you've walked from. But we're all following
So-
Wittick now.
So, triplets, huh?
One of them
They
like
giggle.
leans in, like one of them leans into you. King just goes, "Sir, must we?"
Oh, don't be alarmed. However, if he does touch you, feel free to inform me and I will disembowel him.
Thank you, sir. Okay.
We stan.
So, what are you? Son.
They're just
Well,
right behind him, just like in a tree, like 3 to the row, just like right behind her, like all hands are claps like this, just not even answering you. So literally, it's like, you know, pulling the money on a stick kind of thing. You're just like, and eventually you sober up to your senses of, oh yeah, I'm in the middle of a forest. This is a terrible idea. Let's stick with these people who could just kill me and leave me here.
Hey, Kaok and Kika, you know this lady, right?
Yeah.
Gwyn,
Then, what should we be looking for?
I mean,
body parts.
Yeah. Broken trees.
I mean,
I was gonna say, yeah, I would have at least heard of her.
You would have
Oh, yeah.
encountered her, yeah, as well. You're aware of Gwyn.
Yeah.
do you want to?
That's why I was like, wait,
Fly up and
If we're
check.
doing, I mean, if we're doing a search and rescue kind of operation, that seems like a
We're
smart
more
move.
trying to rescue the gift right
Ba-
now than we are her.
I mean, we could.
Basically, a beautiful wrecking ball.
I mean, we could. The problem is that
Oh, this sounds lovely.
the trees.
I'm sure she's very nice.
The trees are very thick, and even if we found her, I'd be worried that we wouldn't find you.
Yeah, one of us will have to come
Oh,
back for
you'll
you
find
then,
us.
there's no problem.
We're not subtle.
I know you're not, but still.
I can do this.
I keep-
Gwyn appears.
You see a like 5'4" brick of a woman with this kind of like kind of only like description is kind of like almost sunburnt in regards to how like kind of brightish pink the skin is.
It's similar.
Similar, yeah. With a mound of hair, like just coming from the side there. That, whilst there are points where it's clearly like an attempt has been made at a braid by somebody else, they've kind of worn out over the while.
Just like a nest, yeah.
Yeah, just a massive mass of nest that goes down to a point. Thick dwarven build, although the face and like say kind of like the body feature is more like there was a bit of humanoid mixed in there.
Yeah.
Like a human or elven kind of like physique person mixed with a dwarven heritage, and like the thick like hair goes all the way like out to here and just like covers like almost all of her forehead and everything, like just bit matted down to the front. big stupid grin on her face and holding a tankard in hand because that's the last way you remember seeing her. Just, which is exactly how her mothers are.
When the image of Gwen comes up, Loyalty sort of jumps and just sort of goes, no, I meant what I said in the best of intentions. I mean,
It's not real. I can put my hand through it. It's not.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. It's one of them things. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, so I step back to Kieran. Okay, I'm like, okay. So should we kind of do like a V and kind of spread out a little? Because at the minute we could be just going like this.
I mean, I want
We
to
could
find
do.
her, but I don't want to split up if that creature's still around. We don't know what else
Keep
is
about
in the forest.
okay.
I don't know where it
Keep
is
about-
anymore, unfortunately.
Keep about 5 feet around each other.
Yeah.
So we'll do a
Do
V
like
as she
this,
said, and we'll
yeah.
just like 5 to 5 to 5. So I'll be right next to you, and like there's more to the one line, one to the other. There's literally enough of us to just about do 2 people at the front, and then the rest kind of angle out. So do that
And everyone keep their eyes out, and we should.
exactly.
As long as we stay on, and Wittick can guide.
Tick.
About what time is it?
Dusk, I seem to remember he said. So I'm
Yep.
assuming it's now
So
dark.
it's getting darker.
Getting knocked up.
Dark.
So
So I'm like, we need
yeah,
to.
Wittick, real
go.
quick, just turn the little knob on his chest.
It's like the spotlight when people are gone looking for like somebody out in the woods, and in the middle of the night in the horror movies, you just see, "Go that way quickly, we gotta find them."
The actual flame on the top of his head goes down, and just light comes out the front.
Is
Renara
Wittick
will do
basically a walking lantern?
Yes,
Kinda.
More or less.
I have a candle of the deep, which means it's a candle that has a light, that gives out light, can't be extinguished by water.
Renara
Oh my
just
God, I
lights.
freaking-
Yeah.
Now
Okay.
that's cool.
You know, have
Dude.
night vision goggles placed into his head, or just fucking give him a light.
I imagine you have the light coming out of your eyes as well, Iron Giant style,
yeah.
Definitely.
Brilliant.
just so that we can do the SpongeBob meme of you looking at a map and just with 2 cones on it, just going wow 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 wow.
I add dancing lights to it. So
Yeah.
for
So we have
Will
lights
Wisp
from
looking
Renara,
Yeah,
dancing
dancing
lights from King, and then Wittick at the front going, "Notice me."
Basically.
We're
Look
like a
at
Will
lighthouse,
Wisp,
but
it's
for
rather
a
creepy.
forest.
Can I be looking backwards with my due to me
You
having?
Okay, you can keep a perception check out for things at the back then. And who, like Wittick, do you want to make a survival check to try and find Gwen?
Sure.
Because you get advantage because everybody's helping.
I was gonna
Please.
say,
I would say yes.
Please.
I would say yes because enough people are trying to
Oh
help.
my god.
Why?
You said you were at the front, motherfucker.
Robot.
Yeah, no, because we had to, because he
it's
had the
fair.
trail in the beginning.
Yeah,
but
he's
there
the
we
one
go.
he's the one who's leading.
I'm a robot. I'm not that wise.
Please don't look at me.
So-
I'm not wise either.
Dude, don't look at me.
There's too many warlocks in this party to have a very high average wisdom score.
I mean, if you
Fairness is an
if you
anomaly,
need
it should
charisma
not
to
be
talk to somebody, we're sorted. But wisdom, barely enough brain cells to
Unfortunately,
I
really.
won't vouch
none of
for
you
the
can
charisma
talk to
thing either.
trees. Unfortunately, none of you can talk to trees.
Why? You could
That's
have
what,
asked
druid,
me.
that's what druids do, right?
You could have asked me.
I know, because Wittick had it in the beginning. It only made sense.
Yeah.
And you said you were keeping an eye on the back, motherfucker, so deal with it.
It's true.
True.
I'll kind of be like yelling, just not too loudly, but just loud enough that we make a little bit noise, more noise than we normally would. It's like, hello.
I'm gonna
Hi, we're
say
friendly. We
characters.
just want to make sure you're okay. I know you
Kate's
don't know
gonna make one
me.
check as well. Why not? Because
But-
somebody needs to.
We're friendly.
That sounds the most like just like, hey, I
Hey!
hope you're okay.
I mean, she doesn't know me, so I
You
don't know why
good?
I should.
Make a
I,
make a
you know-
persuasion check if you're doing that.
Oh
then,
no, that's bad.
Here we go. You're gonna come across as like,
Oh, here we go.
Hey. we don't like you.
Where did that pop up?
Oh god damn it!
I'm a warlock with not very good charisma.
Your stats were terrible, but we love
so
you.
bad.
This house we love and support.
We love and support my usually very mediocre stats.
Yeah. So good news. You weren't doing that well, but Carrick was.
Thank God.
And I posted it in chat just because we're gonna be transparent.
Kayak is fucking carrying this party.
We're children. That's why
You
we're
get to level-
children. We have one adult.
I mean, he's probably one of the oldest people in the party, with the exception of.
He is probably one of the old. He probably is, unfortunately, because he's one of the few people who doesn't spend half their week in the fucking Feywild, and suddenly turns 12.
Or then, a fucking demi-plane.
Actually, just had to check how old Posey is because I can.
Every now and then.
Posey is the oldest in the party.
It's
I'm pretty
hard
sure.
to track age when planes are involved.
It's either
Pretty
Posey or
much.
Serenus, actually.
The family just decided, hey, let's go to a demi-plane and go to the beach for summer.
Now, are we talking
time
wisdom
froze.
age or physical age?
We'll get into this another time. We're looking for someone right now.
Okay. So after a while, Whittick, you have moments of like starting to move off to the left, and you can just feel as he's flying next to you, a hand just grab your head and just lean you to like a left when you were going right, and just move that way instead. And after several efforts of this, and it has gotten to nighttime at this point, you begin hearing screams. Male screams. And after 10 minutes of rushing towards these sounds that are just echoing out, you just hear which is a deep female laugh that usually is the sound you hear after she's downed at least one mug.
Oh,
Oh, she's.
But unfortunately, I don't have anything for. Unfortunately, I don't have anything for her as a icon for Gwyn. The only really good representation that was get on it then, honey. Get on it then. If you're gonna wave like that, get on it then. You know the rest better than I do. You see a stocky dwarven figure who has definitely not taken after her mother's paladin side, as this is a Gith who there are parts of him on the floor, as she's just started working her way up the legs and has seemed to have been asking questions. But the problem is the Gith is speaking in the language of Gith and does not speak common. And she's been getting frustrated with it. As you just hear a bone snapping in a finger. You don't need that. Come on. But you do need to start talking. Come on. Talk, damn it. As eventually you just see her as she sees you, because superior dark vision, because both her fucking parents have it. As you guys are turning around, or you guys are turning towards her, you see her just immediately flip around and this enormous two-sided great axe with these very beautifully crafted in calligraphy around the sides. One side is one wreath born of fire that's just reaching up, and then from one it links out to 3, and then from 3 then there's only one that links, and then that goes to her. Of these small designs of people, and on the other side then it's just a long lineage of dwarven lines, very accurately represented down and down and down the other side. As she turns,
Greetings, Gwen.
Whittick?
Hello.
Kika? And it's just tackled by Bird.
yeah. Fluff.
Fluff and Puff. Go.
Be prepared for 4 foot of fluff.
Low is just sort of very slow.
Carrick flies down as well. Says, Gwen, what the fuck?
Oh, I'm so glad we found you. I was so scared I was worried you were going to be alone in the forest, and there's not nice stuff in the forest. We've seen some really horrible things, and I'm scared.
She's just like, as you tackle her down, she's like got that confused face. What? Yeah, there's not nice things in the forest. I'm here. And unfortunately for these little pricks, what, you thought it was fucking easy or something? And he's just there like this gith, entirely clueless what any of you are saying, and it's just in the corner, nervous. Like chunks of like leg meat have been taken out, like cut off and singed over.
Giga seems to like realise after she's gotten over the whole "oh thank God she's safe," she realises that there's a gift right there, and it's just like, oh, okay, and then backs behind Kayak again, just like scared of Gith because Gith equals dangerous.
What the fuck are these things? And why the fuck did they try to take me away in a floating buoy? Dumb bastards.
They attacked the city.
More knowledge.
Wait, what?
King might come up at that point. It appears that we are war.
Oh, good, my murder! What the fuck?
Allow me to introduce myself. I am King.
Not my king.
This is my name.
That's just her
Not
name.
title yet.
Who the fuck names her kid King? What the hell?
One King would be my full name. May I know yours?
Yes, it does increase its damage.
Gwyn Curriban,
I think about 6
Pleasure to meet you.
daughter of
You see-
Ash and Glory.
Yes, of the famous defenders of Faerun. I am well aware.
How are you?
We currently appear to be at war with the Gith. They have attacked Netherwind.
Dumb bastards. Why'd they do that?
Oh no, but they actually did a pretty good job of it. The keep is missing, and so is most of
What?
them. And so are a couple of people.
Their
Where's the
current
defenders have
motivation
gone?
is
Mum
unclear,
and
although they
Dad
do
went
seem to
after
be
them.
up-
Too many voices! Too many voices! Kika,
Mum and Dad went after them.
where's
And
my
yours.
mum?
They went after them as well. They all went together.
Where are they?
Oh no, they went through a portal, and I don't know where they went.
She's like looking between all of you now that she's actually one person has conveyed this. Where's my mum's?
I don't know.
Where's? She just like reaches down and just lifts the gift up by the head. Where's my mum's? Bashes him against the tree. Where's my mum's? And you just can hear the ah! Where's my mother's?
When? One, I don't think he's understanding a thing we're saying.
Fuck, that would explain a lot.
Mainly because they came through a portal from another plane.
A what?
Most likely don't talk common.
What?
Yes. Secondly, they went through said portals, both your mom's, their parents, Roman, my master.
Wait, did everyone go?
Yeah.
All the defenders, yes.
Mhm.
I'm assuming, most likely, that they are on the other side fighting them.
Then they should already be back by now then, if that's what you're going on about.
But
Yes.
But they're not. We don't know where they are. No one's heard from them.
We have currently been sent to acquire reinforcements from Thunder.
Who's sending
Tree
you to do what?
Auntie sent us.
Okay, that's fair. Wait, which auntie? My nan or your auntie?
Mine.
Okay.
Gwyn, she got hurt in the fight.
Wait, how the
I don't know.
Okay, where's Puff then? She just scratched her
That's what I was
shoulder.
trying.
Kika, where's Puff?
I don't know. I don't know.
She just pulls you in for a big hug.
So many people are missing, and I don't know where they are.
This is definitely more of a hug of, she's not hugging you for you, she's more hugging herself for herself right now, because right now she kind of needs this, with all this just flooded in.
Geeka needs it as well.
And it is the Ash Glory combined, just big hug.
The two babies are together, and they're hugging like their moms.
The only difference is, and they're the epitomes of their moms. One is mentally damaged beyond compare. The other one will kill anything.
One tall, one small.
No, you actually, she's just a little bit taller than you, only a little.
She's only 4'8". She's not big.
And Gwyn is 5'5", so
Fair
not that tall.
Sorry, I just recently got this one. That's fresh.
All right. Skelly bitch is trying to talk, so go on. What?
We best not dawdle here. As I said, we were sent to get reinforcements. Is somewhat a pressing matter, as we do not know when another attack may.
Where are you getting reinforcements from?
And tree.
Thunder Tree.
Fuckle and Thunder Tree.
Not quite.
They've all gone to the Feywild for the Autumn. They're gone. It's fucking emptied. They do it every year. And they do, Serenus. They do go every year.
Yes. Has it been
After
Where I am.
after Thunder Tree, we were sent to go to what was it?
Well, the only. Oh, don't go with them cunts. Fuck.
Center-ish.
This was expressed to us as well that this is an unfortunate requirement that we need rather than want their company.
Gee, if you've been sent to them, that means shit's gone right bad. There's nobody likes fucking working with them cunts. Uncle Nezzy got sent to them twice, like. Usually
We
you
are
only
also
got to send
pursued
once.
by some sort of creature, so if we can walk and talk, that would be much appreciated.
Oh, hang on, let me bring my boy toy. And she just picks him up. Just over the shoulder. I'm keeping this for now.
Oh, do we have to?
Well, I mean, I could
Yes,
kill him right
the-
here if you want. She just like puts him down, so it's like grab him further around the neck.
I mean, it's
Uh,
dark.
Please refrain. He would now be a prisoner of war and should be interrogated justly and fairly.
So am I snapping or no? And he's just there.
No snapping. But now he is only required to give his name, rank, and serial number. When we come to a proper location, we will interrogate him more further.
The only thing he's been giving me are swears and spits, so. Well, I think they're swears the way he says them, so I don't know. It's the implication of a swear.
I'm going to try to go through my languages in a greeting, see if I can pick up on a language.
What languages do you know?
Common, Elvish, Undercommon, Sylvan. See if he knows any.
Nope, none of them. He's
He speaks
confused.
Out of character. Literally, all they speak is Yankee, and that's fucking it.
It's the only language they have. They don't even get common. They're just GIF.
worth a try. You never know
Yeah.
where. We pick up extra languages, so you never know where an individual.
This looks like this is a rookie who got a very unfortunate first assignment. Go get this one woman.
Oof.
You should have brought the half
Very well.
squad.
Sounds about right.
Atropos, retrieve the rope from the explorer's pack, and we will restrain this individual while we carry.
There's a place just up ahead, or is
The
it,
maids will then
that we need to go?
bind him, and they start lifting him until like Gwyn just comes back.
Oh, I
and
don't
picks him
expect
back
them
up.
to carry him. I
And
expect-
yeah, no, he picks him up as like a bag that's been slinged over like half her back, kind of.
There's writing on it, but there's
It's like some really long, weird kind of fucking handbag satchel to the side.
Yep.
All
And now roped for easy handhold.
I mean, she just literally just like flipped him over the shoulder, but
I was literally thinking just she has him like a bit of rope that goes around her shoulder and he's just kind of hanging off the side.
kind of what
now.
I'm picturing now. Yeah.
Just
so that works.
all right. I got my fucking duffel bag. Let's go.
A giffle bag.
My gift bag.
No, Giffel is someone else.
Bless you.
Excuse me.
So, if you guys are going to just continue all night, or are you just going to go straight to Thunder Tree as quick as?
Well,
Try
I
to.
believe we will
Tree's
rest
not
at some
there
point.
now.
No, Thunder Tree is there.
The town's
It's
there.
just the people aren't.
Right.
Not there.
And you weren't sent to Thunder Tree for the people.
No, we weren't. We
We were
sent
sent
for
for the
something.
actual ore.
I didn't know that.
That
You were sent for the
there.
metal. You were
Metal.
sent for like the particular metal. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's what.
King was just to be clear, King was purposely not mentioning the fact that they're going after that. Or
I wasn't sure if you weren't aware, so I was
Yeah,
clarifying.
because it's
been
a
month.
gift present, so I didn't want to risk it. So I just reinforcements.
Look
which
at him
is,
being a clever boy. Very fucking clever, aren't you?
Oh, he's too clever by half.
I have a high end. What can I say?
Oh, Nemo's playing a smart character. We're gonna feel that for this campaign.
That makes one of us.
Don't worry, I can just breathe at her and she'll
Gangster.
fall over, guys.
Right.
It's fine. I can just breathe at her and she
Reinforcements
falls
is not
over.
something we can pretend we're not retrieving, but all we can.
To Thunder Tree. We continue.
To the dash! So just make your way between Gwyn, between Serenus, and between just the fact that most of you around here will, like, be able to get a vague idea of what to do. Serenus, make one survival check with advantage. And anyone who wants to keep an eye out while this is going on, please do.
I have
Wait,
advantage
I got
in
one
perception, so
Right. Survival,
one
yes.
wisdom.
Only got one
With
shot.
advantage.
So
Survival with
yeah.
advantage. The DC isn't high, but
Can't even remember.
Also,
does anyone else have proficiency in
look out.
perception?
No.
No.
Oh,
I
hi.
should be doing it, but yeah.
I will.
what?
say
Lo, do you
that.
have proficiency in
No,
perception?
no. I just saw an old friend. That's all.
I'm so fucking shit for. Especially
You can
coming
see-
from
There's a
Roman.
reason I'm being very quiet, dude.
Gay can hit things very, very hard.
I still think I'm the. I think
I
I'm the
can't
best
do
with wisdom in the team.
Anything.
You are,
Yeah, I would
absolutely,
suspect you are.
which is why I'm only letting you use one or two of them at a time.
Like, what's...
I will
She's
say
not here,
I will.
Blue. Swap out. Swap out. She's not here. She's not here to save the day.
I will say that usually I would, but because Lo has no idea what the hell is going on, I'm not going
You
to.
have the weirdest hangover, and you're starting to think the drink would have worn off by now. It's not that that's doing this to me, but something's fucking with my head. Or someone. So eventually, Serenus, you begin leading the party. And you get the idea of the right way to go because you eventually get to a 60-foot field, and you can just see a wall in front of you, and you know you're now in the right place. And it's not a wall of stone or wood, but it is a thick, dense shrubbery that goes up maybe 15 foot. That's 7.5 foot like thick of just dense shrubbery. And you make your way around its side and around to the front, and there's a moment where those who have never been to Thunder Tree, which is all but Serenus and Gwyn, and Lo, you now realize you walked out of this like a few hours ago, not even half a day ago, and those are the first things you remember in your haze. You just see a fang, and you just jump as you look, and there is the skull, and then the rest of the body of a green dragon that has been killed and just long covered over. There's still like parts of body exposed and everything, but this is the way to Thunder Tree. And I am now going to take you to the Thunder Tree map.
Nature
Yay.
has reclaimed the
Wait,
body.
it's through here?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
What?
You will begin at the
charming.
top left, folks.
Do I know why
Is it with
that
I
green
remember?
dragon is there? Do I
Um,
know the history behind it?
make a history check. It's more of a local one.
Nope.
Jesus!
Don't
God,
We
you
are
don't see
profoundly
that.
cursed
You don't
tonight, huh?
see that
worry,
very
guys.
often.
Don't worry, guys. He's playing a smart character.
I'm vaguely
Hey,
aware
that
that dragons
was
exist.
sad.
Vaguely aware,
Just,
yes.
hyping him up just before he made such amazing contributions to the party.
That is the voice of a demigod that just sits in the corner and just sasses everyone every now and again.
Oi,
Chaos God, who lives that?
Why are we so
Wait a
shit? I don't
minute.
know.
wait a minute, I think I remember this place. Whoa, holy shit! Whoa, why is there a dragon?
He's dead.
I mean, I think it's dead.
Why is a dragon?
The dragon basically landed on the path, and from what you guys can see, it's been made into a macabre kind of cover over as you enter in to Thunder Tree itself. And Serenus, You would know at this time that in Thunder Tree, during its autumn and winter seasons before spring, the druids of this area, in a seasonal event that your master very much so encouraged and promoted, and it became more of a culture for this small hamlet of druids, you would go to the Feywilds. You would lock up shop and everything else, and you just go to the Feywilds. And you would spend half a year, however long it would take. You're not sure who, but somebody always had an idea of when you needed to come back. You remember sometimes of going there, but other times you're only aware of the fact that 6 months had passed in this world. You're not sure how long you were in, what you did, any of it. Sometimes it's an entire blur. Sometimes you remember it. And you are aware that is Fey magic at work. Only things with the Fey ancestry or Fey touch to them, when they leave, can remember without having to endure the spell's effects.
The people, the druids and other people that are in the area, they are currently in a different realm, as to say, at least. We will not be able to contact them for a while, sadly.
It is unfortunate then that we miss them. Now, I will have the maids put the prisoner somewhere more comfortable. We'll get what supplies we can from this area and then move on to find other reinforcements.
You're aware currently that the only place that's left open, aside from anywhere like, say, your own personal residence, which you did stay with Radoff, so now it is your own abode. Aside from that, the only place that's left open for people, like, say, key under the thing, is the tower. And there's a gatehouse, or not a gatehouse, but like just a small storeroom, and the tower itself. And that is the second building on the right on the map. Your house is down below. It is the very well furbished house in the bottom left. Yep, it's that one.
It's wild that me and Blue still remember this.
Yeah. When the druids retook this place, a lot of the map itself, a lot of the buildings, trees were just allowed to grow through, and things were carved or built around them to accommodate them. So walls and buildings were put in, thatch was put in to cover certain areas, but they did not remove shrubbery. But years ago, there was a small purge of potential twig blight issues that was handled. And I need to check something.
And be careful, there's blood. They'll swarm you.
Can I proceed to go to my residence?
Yeah, you can definitely do so.
Is it still night, by the way, or did we take a rest? I'm assuming
It
it's
is
still
now.
night.
You're at like 3 a.m. You guys are bone tired. That Gith has been passing in and out of consciousness.
You're welcome to stay in, my residence now. 'Tis this way.
You mentioned a gatehouse somewhere, Das?
Yes, second building on the right at the top here.
That's probably most secure for a prisoner.
Kinda is, yes. Serenus can show you, and you will find out where, say, a key is kept for people.
Yep.
And in case of emergency, if you were here, left on the outside, and you needed somewhere to stay safe, or you had a friend who needed to be safe, but you were still gone in the Feywild, they would be aware of the key there. Use it, you open it up, and it is a storeroom with arms and armor. A lot of hides, a lot of leather armors and spears, arrows, those kind of things. Crossbow bolts. Very rarely is metal used with a lot of these materials, only like a handful, like say arrows and crossbow bolts they are. Sling stones, those kind of things, they're kept there. A few snares. Basically, if you need to back up on general cheap supplies, you could do so here. Or you could get enough and say you're taking enough for a week, or you take enough for 2 weeks, or something like that. A lot of dried meats and such that have been preserved that would last easily another year's worth of supplies, kind of thing. So, plenty of stuff there. Enough that would say keep a party of your size, considering there's so many of you. Probably like 8 days or so, maybe, if you
Alrighty.
rationed it properly.
We'll find a place to lock up the prisoner once we've emptied out a place or something, so he doesn't actually have access to it. Make sure he has an access to food and water, though.
There is a small wooden cage that is kept in the storeroom as well. Like I say, it's kept underneath like the actual spire of the tower, and you can move it into place. I will say
I'll
as
also
well.
give him a pillow.
Yeah, you could definitely do so. I will say as well. On the far right of the town, there is it's between the 4 allotted buildings, so the large building at the top right, and then the 3 smaller ones.
There's a statue.
That center point. There is a statue of several individuals. Of a tiefling, a bardic half-elf, a sword-wielding wizard high elf, a dwarven paladin, a Aarakocra sorceress, and I believe that was everyone from that time.
That was us. That was we had Varys because memories of sword.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And there's a small group of them there, and over there, like, it's the statue that's designed. It's carved out of like a very well preserved mahogany, and underneath it then
Mahogany doors.
Mahogany doors.
mahogany
Cast me.
statues.
Cast me.
And underneath them, in a different type of wood, like kind of really strong redwood, there's the skull of a dragon placed underneath them. And the design, if you spend enough time looking at it, you realize is a green dragon. Serenus, you are aware that this is the statue to the... although at the time, very indignantly, you now know them as the Defenders of Faerun, but the signs, indications are the Buff, the Blur, the Bard, and the Blessed.
Didn't even have a proper party name.
Nope. The Bees.
We were just the bees.
Bees is what we were. Posey kind of looks up and goes, wow, there are really statues of these guys everywhere, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kika's kind of not looking at it. Yeah, there is.
It
I
is.
mean, it's kind of
a
excessive.
younger. It is a
I
younger
get it.
picture. It is a younger designs of them. Like the designs of these characters, unless you, except for the fact you guys are aware of it, don't even look similar, like slightly similar to the group that is in. Well, their statues were in Neverwinter.
Yeah.
Would I more notice one of the statues from as a small haze, like the kind of haze from the festival, possibly?
Well, there's one statue here that isn't at the festival, and that's the Bard half elf.
I was more meaning towards when I was.
Oh, as in to say there was previously an individual on the Neverwinter side that got their statue taken down. That individual is not in this set.
No. I meant.
No, I don't
more
think that's what he
when,
means.
When we were at the festival in
Mhm.
in the earlier session,
Mhm.
and I was drunkenly walking around and I interacted with somebody, would I look at the statues now and go,
You now register the fact of
Sure.
the person who grabbed you and said, find my daughter, probably this bird.
I've recognised that bird. Timray said that I had to look after the daughter. Yes.
Well, you're doing all right so far.
Wait, that's your mum?
Yeah, these are the defenders.
Oh yeah, I knew that.
I was unsure that.
Kirok's our mum,
Mother.
yeah.
Oh.
And if you're wondering, by the way, don't ask me how a magic mumbo jumbo, and character points at the Buffling and the Blessed, and then just points at Gwyn. They made that. And
Oh.
Gwyn just grabs his finger and begins twisting and goes,
Right.
Dad, no, I was joking. Gwyn, you got help? She's got my finger, she got my finger.
I mean, that's your own.
It's her finger now.
That's your own thing.
Sorry, Curtis is like,
Fucking cute character, you pieces of shit.
oh, I'm keeping character. I'm playing a
You
fucking
can
tricky
talk shit,
bard.
get
You're
hit.
fine.
Fucking.
Loyalty's looking up at the statue, but it's sort of like nothing behind the eyes. It's just sort of, oh, who? I get Gwyn, but sorry, by the way. I mean, I meant everything I said. I don't know these people.
Makes you in the minority then.
Yeah. I need to.
I believe it.
King
Everyone
probably
took a
come out
rest.
from that prison stuff. She's gonna come and like, Lottie, perhaps are you not of this plane? The defenders are rather well. Perhaps of a further continent.
I don't know. All of this completely new to me.
Interesting. Perhaps you'll regain some of your cognitive functions as you sober up.
Oh, this ain't the burning stuff. This is. I don't know exactly what this is. Not a good vibe here.
Vibe check.
Not a good vibe. No.
What do you mean not a good vibe? What's wrong with it?
Oh my god. Call doesn't have to fucking play this game. We'll play it for him.
There's a vibe that is really good, and you dance, rock out, or whatever it is that you want. This vibe bad. I mean, just whoa, not good.
Oh, sorry.
Not good.
Sorry.
Weird. I mean, you guys are a sight for sore eyes. Put it this way.
I
We
think this is a
should-
topic we might want to reapproach in the morning.
Yes. For now, we shall return to
Sleep,
my residence.
sleep good. Yeah,
And-
yeah.
Oh, I'm pretty tired.
Now that the
There
prisoner
may-
is
there may
safely
be
locked
something-
away,
There might be something I can help to sober you up.
Cool, dude. Yeah, just yeah. Yeah, thanks for that. Yeah. Yeah. I'll take you up, mate. Yeah. Woo! Bad vibe.
now that the prisoner is locked away, we were sent here to retrieve some items. We will use the boxes that are in supply, we will empty them and refill them with said items so that our to-be investigated companion will not know what we're carrying as cargo. Understood?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But for now, what is the current time?
Probably close to 10, 11 o'clock. Oh no, sorry, excuse me, no. I said earlier
3
3
in the
a.m.
morning.
Yes, no, that's why I'm correcting myself. I said 3 a.m.
It's
Yeah, no.
dead enough.
You yawn, motherfuckers.
We need sleep.
Yeah. So,
Even the ones of you who don't need sleep feel like you need sleep.
King,
Wait, I don't.
we
I
shall
don't
Me and the
discuss-
triplets will
We should discuss
spend
more of this.
our...
We should discuss more of this after a long rest.
Indeed,
There are-
me and the
my
triplets will spend
residence
the
has-
night with the prisoner
Okay.
to ensure no shenanigans.
I was going to say I will stay, as I can, one, not sleep and keep conscious the entire night, and keep a good eye on him.
That is something we share in common. Shall we, Whittock?
Yes.
Best friends.
and I shall take this
You
loyalty
take the motley crew
back
to.
to my residence. And
Sure,
see
you
if there's
Jew
anything I
Mason,
can
Jason
help to.
Momoa looking motherfucker, take him in.
Ollie, you can't romance the entire party.
He can try!
He's
I'm willing to let him try!
certainly try.
Just wait, guys. Gonna subclass into a bard and do everyone.
He's got a little table like in The Sims with everybody's reputation slider, and he's just trying to get them all maxed out.
It's a dating sim where he's got the endings on like a list, just like okay.
Ollie,
I
I don't think you get the fact that there's a character for Lo who outside of this is shipped with him, and Stacey's hiding for the fact of their face name is also Jason Momoa. So
basically, you look like his boyfriend.
He doesn't have his boyfriend in this world yet, or he doesn't know he does. So
It's complicated.
Anyway, tangent.
Tangent.
So just to explain why she just starts giggling like a mad bitch, you know why.
Sleep.
Right, everyone move to the rest.
Okay, you move to the previous house of Radoth, the druid. Your house with him. There's plenty of space on the floor and a large, thick, bare rug that you know of childhood where he raised you and tended to you. There's also when you arrive in, on his work desk, there's a small wooden box with a key in its latch and a note written in very good handwriting saying Serenus.
I go over to. I open the letter and begin to read.
Serenus, by the time you have read this, I will have long since left this world.
Why is he so dramatic?
I will kill you in your sleep.
Honey, are you channeling Ian McKellen right now?
I'm channeling Deckard Cain.
Oh. Either way, it's good.
So, whatever you do, don't interrupt this part for this character who's raised him, you fucks. Thanks.
Staying quiet.
By the time you're reading this, I will have been dead and cremated. It has been a great life. I swear by all that is good and holy in this world. I had stuff planned and now I'm not going to hold back, so just be aware of it. By the time you're reading this, I am long since passed from this world. It has been a great life with you. I have learnt from others that youth needs to be encouraged into the finest way, and I am sure I've encouraged you to be a fine young man. I have asked you to do many tasks for me in your time under my tutelage, but I have one final task for you. If you are willing to undertake a small pilgrimage for me. I do know not if life has taken you far from this world, or close or otherwise. But I once lived close to a small village named Westbridge. My grandfather, long ago, had a cottage high in the mountains by the Sword Mountains, at one of its northeastern peaks. Within this chest, you will find a small bag that contains my ashes. I would ask you if you would humbly fulfill old Radoth's final request and take my ashes to one of the eastern peaks of the Sword Mountains and cast them adrift at dusk. Signed, with the utmost love, respect, and confidence in your ability as a man, Radoth.
I begin to tear up while reading this. Small parts of them trickling onto the paper as I begin to clutch it more.
Dude,
My master, I will do as you ask.
You okay, dude?
I work the tears away. I will be okay.
As long as you're sure, okay?
I fold the letter up and put it into my coat.
Okay. And you all take your ways to your rest.
Before we go, may I have a look around to see if I can find any kind of medicine kind of thing that can like sober up.
He has
or
a
help him?
he's a medicine cupboard in like the smaller like he's got a like tiny little room. Just let me check. Yeah, my nuts. Because I mean I just used the notes from the original one. Close to his bed there is a small cabinet. And in that he usually would keep like say powders for tummy aches, powders for essentially you remember it as just like when you were sick as a kid, that's where he would go. He would mix something into a hot drink and he would give it to you and you would lug it down and you'd feel better. You're familiar with a lot of these, but for a hangover or something that's akin to it, you're not quite sure what to do. You could make a medicine check if you wanted to see if you could figure out what's causing the woe.
No, I can try again. Oh yeah. Would there be an advantage due to like being more mental
No,
supplies?
the thing is, it's not a case of medicine in regards to that. It's a case of not knowing what he needs. So say straight roll. This time I'll give you a straight roll because he's like trying to give you descriptors and you're trying to piece it together. Okay, this is a little bit better. Thinking on it with him, the way he's describing this kind of like fuzziness he's feeling, you remember having that kind of effect faintly, and it's occurred to you a few times when you've left the Feywild. So, most likely when the druids came through, probably within the last day or so, Lo left the Feywild. That's the only thing you could think of, but there's no medical cure or anything similar.
Are you familiar of the Feywild's loyalty?
You don't remember anything from your time in the Feywild.
New to me, dude.
What was, besides meeting us, and what was the last thing you can really remember? Like, not in the last few days, just in the past. Is there anything you can remember? Anything, even if the smallest detail?
It would only be anything that you're going to be able to remember that would have been from before any Feywild things. So, however many years you want that to be, what that was, it would have been probably something like that. But that's... I'd say make an intelligence check trying to recall this information. Unless you have proficiency in history for, like, remembering your own shit, I would say. If you don't, just a straight-in check.
It's just check, not...
Check.
Yeah,
make an in check then. No. Right now, you are just hazy. Everything's hazy.
Why is that doing it with advantage? I need to switch that off.
You can probably like do that in your gear settings, but don't worry about that for chat right now. Ah, Dice, come back. I love you.
There we go.
I'm aware I beat you, but come back to me.
That's done.
Dice. Dice. There you are. Come here, you fucker.
Liam, you did.
I mean... Yeah, I've found it. Don't worry. Yeah, don't worry. I've found it. It's
I'm rolling so well.
Yeah.
Fucking super.
The fiction that you are having, I've seen similar before. It's just when leaving the Feywilds. I'm not sure how long you're in there, nor what happened.
Your guess is as good as mine, dude.
Hopefully you remember more after a good rest. But I do not know. You could have been there a year or decades.
As I said, your guess is good as mine, dude. All that's in my head right now: ship, booze, poof. You guys sleep.
If you call me poof again, I'm gonna poof you into nothingness.
Oh, shutting up.
Is there a fireplace inside the residence?
Yeah, you do have a small fireplace. Yeah.
Can I like to produce fire and turn
Yeah.
it on,
There's
basically?
essentially like just an ever wood that more or less permanently burns, or like can permanently be set to burn. So you just like done,
Yeah.
and it doesn't like you don't need to refill it or anything. It literally just it's a small
Got
thing,
it.
but it's one of those like on the doorstep to the Feywild. You usually get the goodies. It's like the souvenirs from a hotel that people definitely like are allowed take, that they definitely are legally allowed take from. Yeah. Right. That's
Is there any?
So what? You're saying that?
Can I
this
possibly
road
make
is
any
mine?
food or anything like that?
considering it's 4 a.m., you're fucking tired, man.
Fair. I'll proceed to go.
You could have. I will say, if you wanted any snacks, the closest thing you could have got was like a few like very long-term rations off of the stores. That was it. Like this is
Fair.
stuff that would last you, like in regards to going off, it would last for like half a year outside of that place because it's kept very well.
Got it. Can I then I will just proceed to just go to my bed and take off my giant coat and kind of some of my clothing and stuff like that too. So I'm just in my shirt, trousers, no boots, kind of stuff.
I'm sorry. She's being a bitch. She's just like her little Loda. She's covering his eyes, like. Sorry. Eventually, between the pillows, between the blankets, between everything, I'm waiting for the cat to pop up. You guys go to sleep, and there she is.
Hello.
Sadie, give troop. Sadie.
Gremlin.
Can you do a kiss from oh Jesus.
The angriest cat. She was like, I thought
The
that was
unofficial
one
player of all our
Made
D&D
this
campaigns.
cat. Look at this face.
thing.
Grumpy.
Give me the chair.
Give me the chair.
Get go on this chair.
So, Wittick and King. You guys gonna be keeping watch for your nights up at your point?
Yep.
Give me perception check, one each, please.
I don't wanna.
I'm telling you to.
Probably do the,
You're just like you.
Eight.
You're just like me.
After a
And I
long
looked
point,
at him, and he
Looks
looked
at me.
basically, and that goes on for several hours at this point. Well, you guys do for most of your morning, and the party,
Me and
you
King
guys
just having
lie
the
in.
worst
You
staring
need-
contest ever.
You need
Yeah.
like till like noon. You guys need to just like be lying in bed asleep. You're gone. You're fucking out of it. And after that, it gets to dawn breaking at about 6 a.m.
We get long rest, please.
Nope,
Please.
not for you yet.
Fuck.
You've only been asleep for 3 hours at this point. Wittick and King, as you guys are having your very intense staring contest, and King, your mates have basically just like fallen asleep at this point. They're next to you. They're ready for attendance, but they're exhausted. They've been traveling. They're lying down. Probably close to like the moment like dawn starts breaking, which is close to like 7 a.m. or so, 6 or 7 a.m. or so. The Gith just starts giggling in his cage, like. You don't know if it's delirium at this point, because you two have not been kind of quiet. So, you know, he might not have just not been able to sleep, and this has been a long day, but he's just giggling. His hands are just clasped over themselves, and he's just giggling to himself.
Can I do an insight check to get more
Go
information
ahead.
just in body language? Fucking no.
Jesus.
He's just finding something very funny.
Right.
Well, that's not unsettling.
What's both of your ACs?
Oh god.
Mine is
Oh!
13, as I have not currently cast any.
Well, that doesn't matter for you. You're fucked. Wittick, what about you? You might have a chance.
18.
Oh, no, you don't actually. That's funny.
You know how I knew something was the first? It was the moment Dash did this with his hand.
Oh, yeah.
The fact you're getting up my fucking things over time have just been disconcerting.
You've been my DM for 4 years, Das. I am reading your tales like a book.
Well, you can read them all you want.
Apologies.
I didn't hear what he said, by the way.
Probably
That's probably a good thing. That was probably a good thing that you didn't hear.
Sorry.
So-
So are they?
Don't worry. You're fine. You go.
An
you
AC
sleep.
check has been called for certain individuals, just to give you an idea of where we're kind of
The
at.
DM has asked people what their AC is, which does not bode well at all. And he did
Also,
this.
the
And he did
kid's
this with his
laughing.
hand. This is not a good sign.
All of these things amount to what we collectively call bad.
This is the bad place.
So,
Shit's
what
about
you
to
guys
get
were
bad.
like looking between each other and focused, like you're having your staring contest.
For the several
Which one of
nights
you?
and
What's your passive perceptions?
9.
9 and King.
13.
King, you would have seen this first. You're staring at him, focused intently, and then there's like a weird reflection off his armor, like a little red dot just at the cheek. And eventually, Wittick, you see one on King. You just see the walls break on the side that's closest to the inside of Thunder Tree, and you both take 20 points of force damage.
Ooh, fuck.
Good job, guys.
Right?
Any of you still standing?
Yeah, I'm standing.
Okay, you're not standing. Make strength saves.
Jesus.
Oh, not my good stat.
Explosion.
You two just got fucking
Well,
sniped.
Literally.
Yeah.
At least I won't have to alert the others. I think they probably heard that.
Yeah. probably did.
King failed. Wittick succeeded. You're like both kneeling. King against the ground immediately on your ass. Wittick, the force sent you upward, and you're now looking, and there's just a hole in the wall that's just leading out into like the trees and the area around you, and you can just see like a very, very small, like tiniest hint of a red dot. And the gith in the corner is just giggling to themselves more.
Sure.
As just like between his hands, you just see a small little yellow bead that's just glowing.
Why did no one check?
Nobody checked
Nobody
the
checked
gift.
what he had.
No one checked the head.
Oh, I'm so glad that Glory's daughter inherited her dumb bitch gene.
There is one brain cell for the
She was
party.
intent to kill her. She was just going to like kill him and leave him.
There is one brain cell for this party, and we're not sharing it with the NPCs.
No, we barely share it among ourselves. I
So,
think Serenus has it today.
yeah, because he
Right.
actually went into his own house.
Let's get it here.
So, with that strike hitting, you two look to each other in confusion, and what do you do?
I drink my health potion that I got from the shopkeep.
Second village.
I'm also going to... Okay, just real quick, as you do that, I'm just going to do this as well. That's the sound you guys hear.
Oh,
Quite literally like the crack of thunder. Twice. Bang, bang. Immediately.
I'm awake.
So he's still in his cage? Or
He's still in his cage. He's still in this cage, laughing his ass off.
is he still restrained and with the ropes?
He's still restrained, but he's just got that between his hands. Laughing. And roll a d10 when you drink her potion.
Cool. 3.
Hang on.
What's he do?
He has to go to an external reference now because he wrote it down somewhere a couple weeks back. Didn't
Pretty
think we
much.
needed this early.
Today's item, a mystery potion.
You go invisible.
Head whip.
I'm
Oh my
now...
god, this is
So
literally
wait,
last time.
It doesn't heal me.
No, it does.
Oh, okay. It
You
does
get
heal me.
2d4 plus.
It's an extra
Oh, okay.
effect.
You get 3d4 plus 3, and you go
Oh.
invisible.
Jesus, roll 3,
Cool.
d4.
She sank some magic into these, so there's an
They're
effect
fucking
for each.
Wild magic health potions.
So
Now the-
3d4 plus what?
3.
3d4 plus 3.
Okay, the important thing here is this the effects of the invisibility spell, or is this the effects of like the greater invisibility spell? So like, if he attacks things, is this gonna
He has no idea. He just drank a potion.
Okay.
Now
I'm going to order the retreat, and me and the maids are just going to leave the room.
Yes.
Okay. Do you go prone? Do you like? I'm asking both of you, by the way. What are you two? What are all three of you doing right now?
Right. How far away was this dot? Does it look?
Sorry.
How far away does the dot? Is it
How far away does the what look?
dot? That
Oh,
I-
you have like you literally just like it's kind of the thing of if you had a laser from a distance, just like somehow just
Okay.
get you in the eye. That's the kind of thing you just got, and you still have that dot in your red eye. What do you do on this turn?
I drop and roll away.
Very important.
The DM is giving you
I,
very clear hints.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I get the maids to run off, and I'm just going to take around the corner and crouch down.
You
I've
just
got
see
cover.
where your head was as you just drop. You can just see the flames of your mohawk. You just feel the force, like it's just force energy. This large red beam just whoomped past from outside again through that same hole. As you duck down and you just go prone, and the guy in the corner is just giggling. Shucks, he's at the that's what the kid. Oh, did you make your maze run?
We're all good.
Why?
Yeah, I made maids fuck off.
Is that a good
Oh
idea?
no.
There's a
That's one
sniper.
turn, isn't there?
There's a
That's one turn, isn't there?
sniper.
Yeah, and he doesn't care.
Oh no.
That's one turn of movement from them, yeah? Because that would have happened when he dropped. I'm asking you,
yeah.
Nemo.
They would have run. That's their orders at first.
Oh, damn it. Man.
They didn't have red dots on them, did they?
No. That's a natural 20. And you're walking outside when you have a sniper.
We don't know what snipers are.
You actually kind of
No.
do. There is.
No, either
There are,
way,
there are
no.
several. That's 8 to
They're
16.
unarmed, but I'm outside just at the door, so I should be fairly easy.
Oh, you're
Matter.
fucked then. You get this crit then. That matters. I didn't realize you were outside. So yeah, no, you'll get that crit instead of them. So that's 16 from that.
Shit.
Ouch!
That's 16, and then that's 8, 16. You are unconscious. You are gone. You are knocked out.
Oh, yeah.
Widdick, you ducked, and you see a hole through the wall, and you just see King fall. And I have to actually go through, because this is one of these weapons, and you're the dumb bitch who let him take a shot at you. I have to roll on your injury table.
Oh no, you got downed by a crit.
100% sure.
You got down by a crit by a unique individual, just like the Giants were in my previous campaign. Certain individuals have the potential to either kill you outright when they do enough damage, or injure you. This guy has questions, so roll a d10.
Yes.
Oh, come on, kid.
Oh no, excuse me, not a d10. Let me check this real quick. Let's see, d20.
Come on, King. Come on.
Man, we don't even know what these numbers do. Some sort of permanent injury, but
Let's see. You have an internal
I'll laugh if
injury.
it said your left arm no longer functions.
No. You were just above a limp and just below broken ribs. So instead, you have an internal injury. If you attempt to make any action in combat, you must make a Constitution saving throw. On a fail, you lose the action and can't use reactions to the start of your next turn, and require healing magic or 10 days of healing.
Ouch.
And you drop. You are unconscious on the ground.
Yep.
And at this
My
point,
internal injuries are quite visible.
your internals are now external. And at this point, roll initiative, everyone.
I should probably put myself on the map where I am, shouldn't I?
Yes, thanks to
Instead of
you.
being- I'm over here.
In a tree.
I'm in a tree.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Whoops.
Just did a bad thing. I regret the thing I did.
Natural 20 for him.
Great, love that.
I always get low.
Plus
I'm assuming
10.
we haven't had a short or long rest.
You've had a short rest. You've not yet had a long rest.
Warlock spells!
Although something
see,
tells
I
me
need-
might not need.
Warlock spells and also hit die. For those that need it.
Don't need those because I didn't take any damage last time.
Of course it does.
Let's see now.
I knew I
there's
should have
that.
asked you for fucking crossbow bolts.
Might have been an idea, but you chose
I've
not
still got
to.
some. It's fine. There was RP
Where
happening.
is he?
I didn't want to interrupt.
This is... Okay,
Oh, thank you for remembering Blue because I completely forgot.
No, not that one. I'm trying to find them because I thought I had the individual prepared earlier and I couldn't find his thing, so I had to go checking now. So instead, I'm just going to put this on the map and then immediately hide the icon. Actually, no, you know what? He's not there. He's not there. Or if he is, you have no idea. But you have to add his stupid Taliesin Jaffe level initiative roll.
Oh,
So
great.
excuse me.
KX here as well, remember, he needs to be on the map. Because I can't.
No, wait, sorry.
I
I'm
kinda
still
knew it.
wrong. Just a moment. There we go. That's what he rolled, because he rolled a natural 20. And that's just his icon. So just give me a second to get Kark here. Yeah.
Give me the bell for this one then. To get the phone lighter.
Sorry, I haven't even put him on the map. My bad. My bad.
I didn't know.
What? Because we haven't had a break and we've just got dragged through. I messaged my mom saying like my mother about food. She just brought up a tray to make my fajitas.
Oh,
Really?
Good
Look,
news.
look.
oh.
Oh,
According to the map,
Oh.
is
So,
Say thanks to
that was...
Ollie's
That
mum,
was...
everybody.
Thanks, Ollie's mom. It's like Spook's mom from before. So, yeah.
It's
Kim
not
is-
Spook's mom until he gets jump scared.
so now instead of saying hi, Mrs. Johnson, we get to scream hi, Mrs. Red Trade.
So let's see, that would have been his third shot. So he's got to use his action here to reload.
can describe this.
And that's not where he is. That's just where I put him
I
on the
know,
map
I
just for an icon.
was getting an idea of-
But it's probably not far away from where he actually is.
Southern Island on the map.
Okay.
Right
Enough
in
of that, enough of that, enough of that.
little shack.
Reloading there, and let's see now. Smallest range he has is he's actually going to check, see if he can spot anybody else currently that's out in the open. Because the maids look like
So you go
they're an
north,
option, but might be not worth a shot.
Yeah,
that's
not really
Plus-
combatants. They have no weapons or.
there.
Yeah, but
I don't think they give a fuck.
yeah, no, this guy doesn't give a
Obscured by
fuck.
the trees.
So that was plus that. That's
There's no such thing as
13.
war crime in this era.
There's no such thing as war crime to a Gith.
Pretty
Yeah.
sure the
It
Geneva
was more about the
Convention
value
doesn't
of the
exist in
target.
Faerun.
It's up to him to determine whether or not he thinks they're.
The Gith Yankee Convention. Let's see now.
Yeah.
They are in range, but he's already used his action to reload, and they're not worth an action surge. So, yeah, the maids are seeing their king is fallen. Long live the king, maybe. And we go to Posey. Posey, you are woken up by a fucking
Oh,
what sounds
worth
like the
noting. Even being gunned down, you notice my crown sticks firmly to my head. It does not shift.
that will be very important if you survive the next round of combat. Posey, you were woken up by the sound of just an immense bang of a gunshot. And then another one. Like, they're almost like thunderbolt. Like, it's this weird kind of reverb in the air, like a wub gun. Boom, as it cracks out and hits. And you can hear the first one, and then a second one almost like simultaneously, one immediately after the other. And there's this like brief second as your heart's racing, you hear another one again.
Because I don't know how high up I am, but I'm okay. If I look out, can I see what's like happening?
You see, like you're like you get up and you're like looking, and you're in the tree, so like there's a lot of coverage around you, and you can just see like a large red thing, like that was the 6 seconds, the third shot, slam into like something. You just see like passing your vision at a stupid speed. You're just like you were aware it was a bright light color.
If I can't see any kind of like creature or anything, I'll get down at the tree.
Okay, you get down out of the tree.
Is that my movement?
Would have been 20 movement to get down, yes.
Okay, so I've got 20 feet of movement.
Unless you want to, like, just fall and hope for the best.
No, thank you.
Okay, that's so.
So I've got 10 feet left.
I love how Kika and Karik still go together. They're all in this together.
Can I, like... I don't know how big the trunks are on this tree, but can I, like, get behind this one? Like,
yes, you can. It's
just
about...
diving from cover to cover.
That'll be a good thing. They're like about 5 to 7 foot, like thick, wide tree. So yeah, because a lot of these are like trees that are only just recently been grown. So yeah.
Yeah. What can I see?
Hello? Can anyone... Hello? Oh, there's a glitch in Discord. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did that happen to everyone?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
that was Discord.
I reconnected now.
I thought the battery.
Yeah, I thought it was on me too. It was on
No,
everyone.
the Discord status
what can I
glitched
see?
for a minute there.
A
Hostile,
5
friendly,
to
or otherwise?
7. Make a perception check to like discern everything and see if you can spot anything extra.
I just wanted to see people, but
Yeah, if you want to make sure you can see everything in the middle of a combat, especially when you just woke up a minute ago. You can currently see the maids, all 3 of them are just booking it together, and you can just see rubble by like that small storehouse area, and you can just about see somebody has slumped down that distance away. It's still very dark out. Like, it's kind of like following tracer fire almost from like more modern engagements in regards, like you can just see the green going past, but this is bright red and
it's so hard not to matter. Okay. Because I wouldn't know that King's unconscious.
You have no idea King's unconscious.
Fuck. Then I would dash to another bit of cover.
That's you wouldn't be able to dash any further than the tree that you were at here. That's as far as you can go because you had to use your action to perceive in the middle of combat. So that's why I was saying you're using your action to do it. So you just hunker down like close to that tree that you can.
I don't think I have any bonus action stuff. Go.
Okay. Cool. Kika.
That's basically what Kika does. She just wakes up at the sound of the loud bang, and then it's just like, what was that? What's going on? What's going on? Kayak! And for her turn, we'll use her Detect
You
magic.
have your spell. You do have your spells back, by the way.
Yes,
So
yes.
from 60 feet out, you'll be able to spot anything.
Let me click it. It's 30 feet, apparently.
Okay, so even less.
Lasts up to 10 minutes.
Cool.
But
Cool,
she's
cool,
just going to
cool.
stay inside because she's scared and she doesn't know what just happened.
There's a few rooms that
That's
just
fair.
have-
I can't fault that. Okay. Carrick heard 1 loud bang here, 2 loud bangs here, 3 loud bangs, and he just immediately like fluffs up massively and just like rushes over towards where you are, Kika, and he's going to like poke his head out a window trying to spot things.
Be careful, Kay, if
So-
you don't know what's out there.
Plus, and you know what? I'm not gonna. Will I? Yes, I will. Let's make a perception check for him.
Might as well go for the other relic.
I can feel posy.
Yeah, whatever magic pose you might have on, you just get small pings from her. Because she does have some small magical effects on her and items. Perception that does not match him because he basically found a sniper's nest and went really good stealth. So he does not see the guy and immediately pulls his head back down. What the fuck's going on?
Oh no, I just heard a sound.
Loyalty, would you like to join the colorful confusion?
Indeed. Am I up next then?
Yes, that is you next.
Loyalty just sort of jumps up and just like, okay, just calm down, just calm down, just calm down. And it sort of takes out, sort of almost without thinking and not realizing what he's doing. So it takes out a little black book, sort of not too similar to like a little sort of pocket diary size.
Dear
Sort of-
Princess Celestia, today I
sort
learned
of-
to get her cunts.
And sort of flicks through it and sort of this is for last night, all right? And goes up and sort of touches Serenius on basically as wherever he can actually touch, not in a dodgy place.
Shoulder. You can get him at the shoulder or the arm.
And casts guidance.
Okay, so you cast guidance. The next action you make for like yeah, it just popped up there. I was like, why am I even bothering? It just popped up. Give me a second, folks. Okay, that is that. King! Make a death
Alright.
saving throw. Your maids go on your initiative, by the way, so
I
just
am.
to say that.
Yes. Where did I put that? There it is. That's a success.
Okay, and what do your maids do?
They're going to continue retreating
Yes.
uh,
We've done this area.
to about here, because that would be the dash action. Fortunate that it puts a building between them and the sniper, not that they know.
You have no idea where the sniper is, so maybe.
It's where
Maybe
I see it,
does,
but
maybe it
anyway.
doesn't. Yeah, but that's not where he is. That's just an
Ah,
icon I have on the map for the purposes of, you know.
In which
Also,
case, I don't know.
I've changed it out to
Either
something
way,
a little bit more fitting for who it is, and Curls is going to hate me, but she doesn't really.
The 2 volts.
What have you
Oh wait,
done?
no, you don't
My
because
fa-
you don't play War of the Chosen.
It's
My
a-
familiar is
Oh,
still
no, I
active,
do.
isn't
Fucking... Yes, I do play War of the Chosen, thank you.
so-
My familiar doesn't end when I go down.
No, they don't.
So it's probably looking for who just shot its master.
It's waiting for an action because they wait for an action or a command. Like you
Yeah,
can
or
usually
they
say
just
they
defend
presume to do a
themselves.
help or something, but yeah, it's basically on top of you right now, just like looking
That's why
around.
I meant when I say he's looking for who just shot his master in order to defend himself. He's trying to figure out where the factor is so he can run away.
Yes, yes,
Okay, make a perception check then,
He will not
Would you-
convey this information to others because he is incapable.
because he's a bird.
He knows how he's only thinking of his own protection right now. Where is my bird as far as
I don't have.
just a
I can-
raven?
Yes, it's literally just a bird. It's literally just a raven. I'd say hang on, I'll get up like I have to look up a raven. Hang on.
They have 1 HP.
I'll do it. Carry
I
on,
got
and
it,
I'll
yeah.
do that while the.
Yeah, it can do mimicry, or forget that. It's a blackout plus 3 to perception, so just roll a d20 and add 3. And then we will go to, Wittick, my dear boy.
Hmm.
I'll have a look, 'cause I've just finished
Nope,
this.
no idea.
I'm just gonna fly to...
It is dark out, even though like it has high perception. Just the elements of this right now have made this into what was a welcoming place to many of you, a sniper's den.
Baker's basic bird instinct. He's just gonna go to the foliage of the nearest tree and take the.
Okay. He had to use his action to perceive, so it doesn't get to do
we'll
the
go to the
dodge
nearest
action.
tree.
Yeah, if you need to do like something like take an action during your turn, like medicine check, perception, things like that, it's an action to do. Because there's so many of you,
Yep.
I'm not letting you all get 58 fucking actions on a turn. But
Actually, these are probably pretty easy at the
Wittick,
I'm
you
going-
just saw King get fucked.
Yeah, but the thing is, I can't really go out there and grab him. Because then that shows me where I'm at, and then that means I get shot. So,
You might get shot.
sorry to say, but
You
Alright.
keeping yourself alive? Fair enough.
yeah, I'm going to
And
do
her, you'll use your
divine
correct pronoun.
sense.
You're gonna use divine sense.
Yeah.
Okay, that is anything within 60 feet, if I'm correct. That is a fiend,
Celestial,
undead,
fiend, or
celestial. No pings within 60 feet.
'Cause I could-
Well,
I
kind of a
think-
weird pingy thing off a king, but
Yeah, okay.
kind of a half and half. But that makes a lot of sense. Definitely looking more on the dead side than alive side right now, though.
What's the action?
Is it a bonus action or an action to,
Action.
Okay, so that's your action gone.
And seeing as you haven't told me that my invisibility dropped, I'm gonna
Your
say that I have
invisibility-
great-
You did not perform a spell or anything like that, so I'd say you're okay. If you do anything like divine sense is one of those like loosey goosey ones that I'm okay with. There's a lot of other shit though that would make your invisibility drop.
Okay. Right. Mainly because that way is fucked. I'm going to run out back and then go.
You have 30 feet of movement.
See, there's 10 to there, so 10.
I'd say it's fair just to put the Gith over here as well. Let's just drop this boy in here. I will say this as well. I don't have an icon for Gwyn. She's a very heavy sleeper. That's your turn.
Yeah.
Okay. Runara.
Plan A?
I guess, yeah.
Okay. Renara is going to cast Sanctuary on herself.
Hmm.
Oh, there it is. I was going to say, I was like...
Oh, she doesn't have a prepared blow.
And play.
I'm trying to understand how Kay does his character sheet.
Yeah. Everybody does their character sheets differently.
I guess we could bless?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, bless everyone that's in.
Guess I'll bless.
Guess yes.
Yes, you'll bless.
Three
Up to
creatures.
3.
Herself,
So who's
Kayuk,
and the
and we go for Serenus.
Yeah.
Herself, Kayuk, and Serenus get blessed.
First level, submit. Okay. Oops, I think I cast it as Posey, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, we know it. Posey is blessed, guys. She's actually a cleric. Oh my god.
Ah!
A cleric with algae class.
I'm
tired, leave me
I don't
alone.
know if she's gonna move or not. I don't know enough about her character yet because I've only just
she would.
met her.
No, she would. Yeah, she would want to go out.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, she's a hero.
Yeah, she's a hero.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or as we like to call it, a dumb bitch.
I guess
Should we just like head towards loud noise?
Yeah, so that'd put her like over here, I guess.
Here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of
By
right.
this.
Yeah,
by
you go
this-
to like the shrubbery and kind of like the tree areas.
Yeah.
Keep low.
Yeah,
Just gonna-
stay sort of low down.
Okay, if we get her killed, you chose us.
Instructions unclear. You didn't give us any specifications.
It was just like, you guys can do this. So we were like, sure.
Direct unclear. Cleric stocking gun barrel.
Oh dear.
Anyway, yes, I suppose that's Runa's turn.
Okay. Serenus. Serenus. The
Right.
fuck's going on, Serenus?
Okay,
Well
so
blessed.
after hearing the multiple noises, I spring up out of bed.
Yeah. And immediately you just get Hot Boy running over to you and grabbing your arm. And giving you guidance, so you get a D4 on your next action.
Okay.
Guidance and bless. You are
And
so
bless.
ready.
You have 2D4 you get to roll on your next
Please,
roll
please,
and
no.
add together.
Right.
Everyone like this is your
Find
house
the
that's being
bastard and eat it.
disrespected.
Serenus, we're about to
So
introduce you to the idea of a scapegoat.
So I
Get out there!
so like a cool guy, and grab my coat, like fling it over my shoulder. So it's like I put this
Cool guy
giant coat,
motion. Low
I
kind of
go-
goes. "Ah."
and then proceed to walk out the walk outside.
Yep.
And
And
then
you're immediately shot.
Don't say that.
I know.
Not yet.
Dead.
He reloaded. He has. Well, in fairness, he's going next. So
Yeah.
You've got your B shapes.
what you can do as a bonus action.
I'm gonna run. So we're gonna go up to here, and I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna actually dash up closer to where King and all that was, just to make sure.
Okay.
Like, are they okay? Is everything all right?
All three of them look panicked and they're pointing back towards King.
I'm gonna go in the.
Yeah.
So I'm
I
gonna.
knocked her over.
I'm gonna dash.
Yep, you can.
Those-
You can dash act.
Hey.
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 Bonus action.
That was the. Yeah, bonus action.
Oh look, more gear for a mage. So I'm playing.
Can I just see if I can can in this distance can I see who's on the do I see anything? Can I try to do a perception, see if I can see?
No, it will be. You kind of have to like use like if you're going to like declare you're using it, you'd have to like use your action to do so. But
Okay,
your
that's fine.
passive is what? It's like 16, isn't it?
14.
14. You can kind of see like this like a very thin form lying up, and considering they either shouted Posey or not Posey, excuse me, King has fallen, like they knocked down King's down, that you kind of get an idea that's probably King.
Got it.
Because the maid's getting the fuck out of Dodge.
Then I just as I said, stay by this this kind of tree area. Like I'm just like I peek past the tree kind of thing to kind of look in to see if I can see anything, and I just see King, and then I'm just kind of like huddled behind this tree.
Okay. Okay, cool. Now the fun begins. You got Serenus, you would hear, no one else, not even Renar would hear, but you just hear and just a of almost like only thing I can describe as a for the modern day is a zip wire. And you do see on top of one of the roofs up here pops a figure. you see a Gith with very tall, like maybe 8 foot tall, like enormously stupid height. With this enormous contraption that they've just got held into their hands that's nearly as long as they are tall, with a large scope at the top of it, some form of rifle or something. Looking down, and you can just see like the bright yellow eyes piercing out towards all of you, and these like teeth that are tipped with gold, are like, you think gold, and you can't really see from this, but you can get like a shine off their teeth as they smile, as they're looking around. You weren't supposed to learn our little trick. Pity. You all fall down now then, and I get back what's mine. And who's in range of him? Let's find out together, kiddies.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
Take your pick.
He can, because he's got a +9 to perception.
Is it made 1, 2, or 3?
Or me.
Or you!
Or me.
Well, let's see.
So many options.
I'd say Renara's fine. Could take the easy pickings. Kinda covered. Not covered at all.
Oops.
Yikes.
That was just bad luck.
Thanks for the bless, though.
It won't help, but
It won't
it won't
help,
help. But,
Guidance.
and the guidance won't help either, because your turn is gone.
Yes.
Guidance is 1 turn. Let's see. What's your AC?
My AC is 11.
Ooh, that. Yeah, I rolled an 11, so yeah, that hits you. And then a 4. The second shot actually misses. But because you see him, he doesn't get his sneak attack bonus. Okay. Oof. But you just do take 18 points of force damage, just straight into the chest. And that loud cracking sound again from the gun. And at least this time his position is obvious.
Find out where the fucking Dell is from the desert at the end of this one.
And he's just got this sinister little grin looking about all of you. He uses bonus action to grapple. Doesn't want to use his movement. Yeah, he's good where he is. Fuzzy.
Okay, so I've got a vague idea of where that's coming from, but
A very
I'm
obvious
s-
one because of the big beam de boom doom.
I'm still worried about the maids are saying about King. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna keep. I'm gonna. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I'm gonna go this way,
Okay.
trying to keep kind of a tree between myself and
Smart.
where I vaguely think they are. Can I see King from here?
Past the
Just-
tree, yes.
Yeah.
Past the tree you can. You've gotten close enough. You're like within 30 feet of him. Her.
You also hear a crow above you. Raven, whatever.
And she doesn't look. She looks like fucking out. Okay. She doesn't look good. She doesn't look good. She doesn't look good.
She is on the ground. She's not moving. You can barely tell if she's breathing.
Okay. Okay, that's bad.
I mean, you should be able to tell when a thin person's breathing a lot easier, but
Kind of looking around.
I mean, you can literally see my lungs.
It's true.
it's barely. It's like a tire that's trying to pump that's just got a hole in it. Just
I went over there.
I'm just checking something because I've not used
Although
this.
it's particularly hard to tell because my heartbeat was slow to begin with.
yeah.
It's true.
Where's my other one? I had another one.
Sorry, I'm just really quickly doing some math in my head.
Crowdon. Yeah.
This one. I want that one instead. It'll do. I like that one better.
Okay, let's go that one.
Why did I do this to myself?
Because you love yourself.
I clearly do not. Oh no, that's how I've done that. Okay. I look around and I'm like, okay, it's gonna be alright, King. And I'm gonna kind of reach out and this kind of like little beam kind of, and you heal for. I don't think I programmed this in right, but we'll see.
You can roll it IRL if you want. Oh no, that came into me. I saw it.
I accidentally whispered it, but there we go.
I love.
You heal for 5.
I love how the audio for the music just went like that tranquil, like, shh,
Timing.
like a blessing life.
Oh,
Heal for 5.
I'm still laying on the floor.
You're doing
it's
the
hard to tell with
dinosaur.
me, but yes, my heart is now beating at 30 beats per minute, so I'm probably good.
For anyone curious, that's not good. Let's see. Posey, is that your turn?
Nope. But now I'm panicking.
No.
More.
Synth-based healing powers.
I'm trying to remember how this all works. I might have done that wrong, but I will not know until I can look at it more.
The woes of a warlock.
assume the low position.
Okay.
What? Bent over, biting a pillow.
Distant noises of panic.
The warlock looking at her spellbook. Ah, shit.
I'm just going to throw an Eldritch Blast vaguely in the direction that I think is the danger. I just
Yeah, you
tried to
could,
open Loyalty's panic character sheet in my panic.
God damn it. Yeah, no, you can throw out an Eldritch Blast. Go ahead.
Don't whisper this one. Character sheet. 5!
Oh,
I'm distracted.
You are very distracted as you fire it out, and he just lifts his leg, and he's got Jack Skellington-like limbs in regards to the fact they're just long. Like his torso is like a decent size, but the legs are stupid, the arms are stupid, and he just like lifts that leg, and literally the knee nearly goes to his forehead before he puts it back down, dodging your blast. Leave the sniping to the experts, darling.
Ah!
I see
That-
you.
Is my turn.
Kika.
Eh!
That's a free action.
Cool. Free action to scream.
Yeah.
I guess because people are now starting to move outside, she's gonna suck it up and also go outside, but is like, can I cling over here? She's gonna just be like, hide under tree. I don't know what's happening. Does anything come from the radius?
30 feet?
30 feet.
Aside from the stuff from your companions, no?
Okay. Am I gonna do anything else? Is this a spell concentration? I don't think it is.
What spell?
Armor of Agathis. I don't think it is.
No, it isn't.
Okay.
And you get like 10 temp HP, I think, off it.
Yeah.
Because you're doing it at a second level because you're a warlock.
Yes. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and cast that. At second level.
Okay,
So I've got 10,
that's
10 HP.
your turn.
SpongeBob boy.
The
Very nice.
50 movement. It's now Kaerk's turn. He's gonna come out.
Be careful!
He's gonna come out 10 foot.
I'm just terrifyingly reading through books and then I look up. They're coping the best they can.
I didn't even.
I'm half dead. Come on.
So you start doing the Macarena!
You know, like you do when you're distressed.
It's like, Macarena.
It's
I have to check.
cussing words from a bard, but it doesn't speak, so it's like, haha, distraction.
I'm distracting you, you dick waffle. Let's see now. Range on this spell is important. 90 feet. Let's see. Can he reach? Can he reach? He can. He is just. I don't know what to do, so nap time. And he's going to cast sleep at them.
Brother!
And
Not the greatest roll.
not the greatest roll, but he doesn't know what to do. As the spell gets cast out, slowly looks over at his left. Hello, Big Bird. And character just goes, shit, and he just dives straight down. Back down. Hi. I don't know what to do. Lo, it's your turn, you big gay boy.
Right. If I go up to the door, will I be able to see him? Them.
No, because there is a building that is 2 stories tall in the way. Kayak had to fly
Okay.
up over the building, and he could see him because, give you an idea, Radot's house is single story, it's a bungalow. This one is 2 story, that one is 2 story, and they're both 25 foot up. So he had to fly up to fly back down.
Okay. I've got a bonkers idea.
What's your bonkers
Hang
idea?
on. Hang on, guys, I got a plan. I know I misquoted it, so don't care. I am going to go up to this door, to the side of the door. Hang on. Did anyone have an issue with roll 20 there?
Nope.
No.
Everybody just left for me.
Oh god, yeah, everybody's left. And
Hit the reload
It is
button!
time
yeah.
to
refreshing the page.
Refresh.
Rewind.
Fuck!
Refresh.
I just rolled it for the sake of it when I said that, and I got a 20. I will not roll this good with Thane, ever.
Remember to reselect your characters in the chat.
Do it. It helps us a lot. Yes. Do it.
I had like 5 seconds of music just hit me at the same time, just wham!
So, as I was saying, I'm going to move up to there.
You cannot see him from the doorway, just to say.
Not even if I peer over the side?
No, you are on the ground floor of one building. He is on the other side of a 2-story building from you. You cannot see him.
This building here is in the way.
Yeah,
Right,
there is a
never
large
mind then.
building between you and him.
Never mind then. Loyalty's just gonna mumble to himself and well, still don't recognize where I am. But still decent people, I guess. But I guess this land be full of dragons. And click the fingers and cast minor illusion. Roughly about here. Can people see that?
Mm-hmm.
Where?
Beep.
Can someone just like point with the ruler, because I can't see where it is.
It's this way. It's between
Fireworks!
Kika and Runara.
Okay, yep.
I'm gonna cast minor illusion.
Oh no.
And I'm going to attempt to create the sound of a roaring dragon.
Okay, so
Okay.
Kika's just had a heart attack and probably
Yeah,
keeled over.
Yeah, Kika's probably going to be the
I
most
didn't
affected
know
by
this.
this. Really? The
No,
scared
didn't know
baby.
this.
The scared baby.
Yeah, I know
you
you
just
wouldn't
make,
know this.
but you just make the noise and just make a performance check on your blah 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 blah.
Come on, Lo, you fabulous tiefling, you. Did that come through?
Yeah. 25.
Roll 20s. Oh damn,
It was
nice.
25.
Yeah, fair. Say it's fair for him to. No, I'd say he wouldn't be able to roll now. He'd have to make an investigation check. The performance check of the roar and everything. You just see like a minor illusion pop up next to you two, and just this booming roar comes out of it. And anyone who can see the sniper, his eyes just turn wide. Ooh, where's that? Oh, is there a new play toy here? Oh, please tell me there's a new play toy here. Oh, please tell me there's something else here. And he actually genuinely looks excited. Like, to a point of, you shouldn't be that excited when you hear a fucking dragon.
So, in other words, he's distracted.
Hey.
Maybe. see how it goes.
And then the performance is aided by the fact that he can now just hear someone screaming.
Yeah, basically.
I feel like the climbing is
Ah! Yeah! Yeah! Why are you running? Why are you running? My roll 20 doesn't want to cooperate. It's your turn next, King.
Okay, that was a different area.
Okay, now I have to make a con check to make any action.
Yes, because no, you got a magical healing. You're fine. Magical healing removed it.
No, so it's
Yeah.
gone now.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gone now. It's probably one of the best ones. Like minor injury and like a lingering injury are like the lightest ones.
Ah, well,
I
that's
mean, there is
not
lose
too
an
bad.
eye, which Varus has rolled. Oh god, if you guys are in the Fandolin area and somebody else loses an eye, I'm gonna lose my shit.
Oh my god.
That would be great.
Kind of hope it's me because I feel like I'm like even more badass without an eye.
Just get it. Just wait for all of your ranged spell attacks to be a disadvantage because you have no death perception.
Ugh.
Mate, I'll still recover.
You throw your rocks 3 meters away and hit somebody else. All right, so King, you
I
can.
cast False Light for myself at second level.
Okay, is that an action?
What's the point? We've got to find the entrance.
It is indeed.
Okay. How much temp health did you give yourself?
That will be 10.
Okay. Yeah, it's still not loading. It's still a bit of a bitch, but we can work with it. We can work with it. Okay, so you have your movement and a bonus action.
Okay, so I just found the new one. It's an extension of the Great Time Finding the climbing is.
Indeed.
Do you do anything?
I'm going to.
Have to move
get
to
up.
stand up if you
Well-
so choose.
Can I move prone?
Yes, you can crawl.
Yeah,
I think
half
that's
movement speed, though.
movement.
because you're crawling.
Alright, well, I'll move prone and go over to the gift guy and just.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
get
I've
15 feet. You
identified-
can get next to him, basically, in the cell.
Yeah,
And the
not
moment you guys
right
were like,
next to him, that he's
Yeah,
in
no.
range of actually getting me or anything.
yeah, no, you're crawling on the ground, and you're like 5-10 foot off away from him. And with Wittig running out the other door and you outside there, you can just see him like his back's against one side of the cage, and he's just trying to push it open, like trying to bend the bars as best he can. Now that he realizes what's happening, and he sees you coming back in, and goes, "What?"
I just look at him and just shake my head. It's like, and I say to him, even though he can understand what I'm saying, it's like, not exactly what I planned, but we'll see how this. And the maids,
It's
on the other
weird.
hand,
It's weird. There's a moment of recognition as if he does understand you. And he just has a smirk on his face and just shakes his head at you. It just begins pushing it open and open.
although with my deadpan face, it's hard to tell. It's like, yes, I was expecting something to come out of that, but I was expecting you to try and poison yourself or interesting friends you have.
Doesn't give you a response. Wittig!
The maids get into the building, the raven takes the hideout.
Everything else that you have runs.
Oh, hi, girls.
They see you and just we'll go back to the sniper.
Death does sound quite nice right now.
Death is tempting and not the end for them with King, so yeah.
He's not that bad.
They don't know yet.
It's not that bad.
Don't worry, they don't actually say
One of
that.
them has a pair of scissors.
They'll snip your twig. Bit of pruning. Right, Wittig, what do you do, my dude?
I fucking hate this. And 30 feet to here.
You're still invisible.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, that's true, you are invisible.
East and west side of the island standard.
Bonus action. I will hunter's mark him.
Okay. He is now
Actually-
Hunter's Mark.
Does that.
I'm gonna
quick.
close off a few other things as well, folks, just because roll 20 isn't working. So I'm just gonna very quickly give him. That's a suitable thing for Hunter's Mark, I think.
I actually just added one this time, not like 1,000, and then slowly got rid of them all.
Because I'm pretty sure that still uses a spell slot. Yeah.
It does, yes.
Okay.
And that will
I
mean
wanna-
your invisibility drops.
Yeah, that's fine.
Invisibility drops
so-
if you poke around the corner and cast Hunter's Mark and then duck back. Cheeky.
Do-
That's my thing.
I'll Hunter's Mark him, and then... Dash action over here. You're there!
Like halfway
see
across
you!
the field.
Roman spirit lives on.
Runara.
Okay.
I have been too busy checking things to even think. I hope you have.
Well, because Runara is like the hero kind of person, then I guess she's gonna run out and head towards where this person appears to be hurting people. So she's gonna come.
Valid.
He's also he's actively taunting the party, so everyone knows.
Yes. Gonna come out.
Oh yeah, like he's not hiding. You know where he is from this position.
I guess
He
she'll
is
come out
goading,
sort of
he is
clear.
loud, and you're in the open.
Yeah, and I'm just trying to work out angles so you can see. Actually, I'm gonna. Where was I? Balls. I was just above Keeper there. She's gonna come out to here because I think she can see him from there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she can. So he's in range. Cast Sacred Flame,
Okay, that's a dex save on his part.
and then we'll use the remainder of her
13.
movement to come back here.
He succeeds, and he takes no damage.
Game.
Very dexterous boy.
Figured.
Yep. That is your turn, Renara, and Serenus.
Right.
This guy shot you the fuck up.
I cast Magic Stone.
You throw a rock at it.
Using my Walloping Stones.
Okay, roll to hit with your walloping stones. That does hit him. It's a DC 10 strength save on his part. 15. He's not knocked prone, but he does take 10 points of bludgeoning damage. As this great sniper with this high-tech rifle is aiming about eagerly, just... He has a moment of being hit. Ah! A pebble. A fucking pebble. No, fuck you.
the cheese!
Throw the cheese!
Just wait. Yeah. And then I go and, because I know its direction now, I go to hide behind this tree.
Which tree?
The one
One that he's next to.
Okay. Right, he actually genuinely was like looking eagerly towards wherever the sound was, and just a rock hits him in the forehead. There's a streak of like, you know, pale green blood, and like it's like that. A rock. And he's like, he was looking at you as you ran for cover, and he's like, actually, you know what? No, fuck this. Fuck the dragon. Whatever that was can wait. You motherfucker.
Oh, you've injured his pride more than anything.
I mean, come at me, bro.
Okay, he's going to grappling hook. Up to he can only get to this side, but he's going to run to up to here then with all his movement.
Am I no longer in cover?
You went to the other side of the tree from where he was, so he's moved around to the other side of the tree to where you are. So now he can see you. But he only gets to take one shot because he moved. And he looks because he had to move after the hook. So he's hello there, and he's going to spend grit on you to get advantage.
Shit.
And he needed it because that was a 6. That one will hit you though,
Come on.
because it's advantage. This is also going to have. Yeah, you talk shit, get hit.
There's the warrior stuff. Oh, I've got the mage stuff here.
But he only gets to do the one attack. If I can get my D6 out of the foam! Come from the foam, dice! Come out.
No, remain within.
I have
Have a
it. you
dice
fuck.
roller and roll 20!
Yes, but I don't have his stats done out, and I want them in my head. 3,
Oh, my dice.
8, 24 points of force damage.
No, I'm on the ground.
Boom! Down you go. He has gone down to a single-story one that's maybe like 10 foot up to get you at that shot, and it's like, that's worth it. And I'm gonna make.
How do I turn it to be sideways?
Hang on, I got you.
That's us to do it.
Enjoy
Some
your
reason
first
that's
face
the thing
plant.
that DM can do.
Your first face plant. Enjoy. As he just like shoots. That was worth it. Now to make sure you stay dead. And you just see a little bead, just like anyone else who can like be close to him, just see a little bead on the top of his head.
There's nothing I can do.
Posey!
There's nothing I can do. There's
Wow.
nothing I can do.
You can shoot him.
Yeah, yeah. Okay,
You're like, there's nothing I can do. Violence is an option.
yeah,
Oh.
but, you know, I'm still in Glory Brain, am I?
I know you're in Glory Brain. Be in Posey Brain.
No.
I am going to... Yeah, that's just what would happen. Draw the sword and kind of pass it across the crossbow, and the coal kind of transfers.
Okay, transferring it onto the crossbow. Yeah.
And then I am going to
Why
shoot.
did I let you shoot him? Shoot him.
Shoot.
You don't have bless or anything. It's just a straight roll.
Just a straight roll.
Straight roll, sweet child.
Come on, dice gods.
Shoot him in the fucking head.
Is the right one? Yes.
That's a hit.
Nice.
That is a hit. Nice. And that is. Ooh.
That's like maybe the best I could have rolled.
13. That's good. That's good damage. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's one off of your best roll you could have done. So after shooting this guy who threw a rock at him, he's just like, yeah. And there's just a crossbow bolt in his hip. Ah! You
Just like the
Renara!
Ace Ventura thing of just.
I'll wait.
I'm
I'll
glad
wait for the next,
everybody
like,
knows the Ace
bolt.
Ventura reference.
I'll wait for
You just hit when I do
the next ball that goes in his leg, and it's just like.
Renara! I'm gonna kind of just.
It's in the bones. It's the bones.
Bones!
Don't be.
Well done, Bless.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Don't be glory.
Don't be glory. Don't be glory.
Renara could be glory. She's a hero.
Yeah, I'm gonna show her.
Okay.
Maybe even get more into cover.
Kika.
Sorry, Serenus.
I'm just a baby bird.
I'm small and have no money.
I'm just a child. Right.
Who brought a child to a gunfight?
Okay. So this is where the trigonometry lessons come in, because she's basically going to go up in an arc so that she can see him, and then come back down again behind the tree.
Yeah, that's fair.
With a 50-foot of movement. At the crest of the arc, when she spots him, she will cast Fairy Fire.
That's a dex save for him.
Wait, we got the scepter, but it continues.
That's a 16 plus 7. Well, plus.
Yeah, no, he saves.
Yeah, no, he's fine. Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah, no, sorry. This is the.
But the area around has got some nice atmospheric lighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, for this Judaic area. Yeah, very much so.
All the basically, as she flies up and flaps her wings, the stars that sparkle in her wings just sort of and go and settle over him, and like it looks like he's got a layer of glitter on him, which he just shakes off because he's an asshole.
Fuck glitter! Who would use glitter?
Except the glitter!
No!
Find it in his boots in like 2 weeks' time.
Something to remember in
Stuck-
life.
One random grain of glitter gets stuck to
Stuck
his
in the
it's
hair.
face, and you just
Right, like here. You
What
can
the
see it in
hell?
corner of your eye.
Pocket glitter.
Let's go to the town.
Oh yeah, okay, so that didn't work, and that's basically all she does.
Corey, okay with being a pirate?
Okay.
And she hides.
Kayak is going to fly up to here, flying upwards as he does until he gets close enough, because he needs to get close, because the bastard just looks at him. Would you stop with the running? Also, fucking drop it! And he's going to
Why
cast
are
heat
you
metal.
running?
He's going to
Why
cast-
are you running?
He's going to cast heat metal
Ooh.
on the gun.
Just fucking drop it off the roof.
Cause the object to glow red hot. Which it now immediately does. Any creature with it. Let's see. Yep. So that's immediately. That's just 2d8. The dex save is for the creature to hold it. Oh no, it's a con save. Oh god, it's a con save. Or drop the object if it
Weak
can.
bitch. Weak
Kayak's
bitch.
taking after his dad, but he's doing it differently. Tian makes
12 points.
Tian
Tian
makes,
physically takes the weapon.
yeah,
from
Tian
people.
just
He does
smacks
it
the
from
weapon out of the
range.
hand.
So that's 14 points. Everyone seems to be rolling about 10 or 14 damage on him. And he just goes, drop it. And that's now a con save to see if he drops it. That's a 3.
No.
He drops the gun. He drops his big gun. Goes, I don't like any of you. I don't like any of you. You're all cunts. And Carrick just goes, that's fair.
It's fine, none of us like you.
Yeah. Somewhere in the distance, he and Lo are just suck a dick, suck a dick, suck a dick, suck a motherfucking dick, suck a dick, suck a
Fuck the
dick.
heroes.
Oh
mother-
god,
Oh,
Kayak's a
dang.
bard.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he can't cook and book, but he's gonna do that. Lo, it's your turn.
Just gonna check out some of the other places, make sure I'm not missing.
First question.
Apple.
Everybody,
This building, is it 2-story or 1-story?
2.
Do I need to worry about the footage?
Footage, what?
As in,
25
do you have? Yeah. What I mean is there a specific? I might be overthinking this, so I'll just do my action and we'll see what happens, and if you can tell me if I can do it or not.
Go ahead.
Loyalty is going to look at the maids, just sort of go and then sort of casually stroll out
The
to
life is in
about.
danger, but they still manage to roll the.
Thank you
get
for
to
bringing them back to
about
Earth.
there.
You get to there, yeah. You just walk over to there.
And then, as my action, I'm going to cast Misty Step
Up to the roof, you can definitely do that.
up to the roof, which
You
should
can-
be up
I
to
would
there.
say you'd have to do that from a little bit further away if you want to get a bit higher. So like, just to say it, if you did it from here, because it's got a very slight slant to it. If you did it from there, you could get maybe to there and still get 10-foot movement.
Yeah, that's all that I needed to know, because that's hence why I was asking about the footage
Yeah,
for
no, I get you. I get you.
for the stories.
Right, so move yourself, and then you got 10 more feet of movement because of Misty Step being beautiful. What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
So then, that is my bonus action, because Misty Step is a bonus action. So then, as my main action, I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast on the dude.
Eldritch Blast. Go ahead. Shoot him in the face, all over the place.
Okay, so
You have its spell card out, not its attack option, honey. So swap that.
right.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
So I'm just
Change it to an
Never
attack
mind.
roll, and then just click it. There you go, and that's a hit. That's a solid hit. with your
now.
Eldritch
I
Blast.
have a invocation on my Eldritch Blast.
Yes. What is your invocation on your Eldritch Blast? So you get to add your charisma to it. Oh, fuck you. Your charisma modifier is 4, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay, so roll your Eldritch Blast damage anyway.
Oh, never mind. That's
You might have got him.
No, you haven't gotten him, but
No.
he's still
That's-
up. That just hurt.
So that's technically
Just roll a d10, because I
Baby.
can't see anything.
1d10
Plus 4,
plus
13.
4.
Baby.
Okay,
Unhappy baby.
minus 13. Yeah, he doesn't like you guys.
Same, Sadie.
Unhappy
Same.
baby.
And that's your turn, because you have actioned, movement, bonus actioned.
Another quick question. Does the little ridges on the side count as half cover, quarter cover, full cover, or no cover?
You have half. You have like half cover just because you're at a higher angle than him.
Cool.
Okay, and now it's time for the king, baby.
Chair, give.
All right.
Chair.
I thought Blue was saying words of encouragement to you, like get chair. I was like,
Sadie-
how would a
Sadie-
chair help you?
Sadie always wants the chair.
I'm gonna shuffle out. Can I actually see this?
From your current angle, yeah, those shrubs are pretty low, so you can see them.
Low?
Sorry, hang on.
Maybe get
You want to stand up a bit, or do you want to stand up, or do you want to still be on the ground?
Being on the ground shouldn't really affect my ability to spellcast.
No, it shouldn't. I'm just wondering if you want to like this, just like waddling outward.
I was considering more of a
Like a
military
fucking
crawl
exorcist.
with only one arm. But yeah.
Wow, you
It's-
do look like a zombie thing.
It's more like the ring. Like you just see these things go.
I think that's what I meant.
All right, so yeah, you pull yourself out. You see a bitch. That's a hit with the bitch.
You can
6
walk
necrotic.
with potions, huh?
Yep, same.
And he can't heal until my next turn.
Hey, that's that damage. Wittick.
I'm gonna pull myself back in.
So I was doing some mathematics with Pagathree and Theorem. Would I be able to run and jump up on that roof?
Let's read.
I would say with an athletics check, you could
Okay.
definitely try it.
Douche, 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 douche.
$1 million man.
Jason. Adam Jensen.
Athletics. 18.
Boing. Up in place you go. And he's just like,
down
ah,
with
fuck.
the
And then he
sword.
just like looks. Oh, fuck. He sees you draw the blade and goes, that's where that is. You were looking for that.
17.
That's his AC, you motherfucker.
Oh, good. Great.
Yeah.
Guess what?
Divine Smite?
Hold on. Choose,
Forces for justice.
which means right weapon fighter. Which
Get to
means I
re-roll
can
them.
re-roll them.
Reroll him.
That's 16.
Oh, God.
Hunter's mark. A D6.
Yep. Keep going.
4.
And
Yeah.
then you're gonna get
Goes, fuck this guy.
Come on.
Smite.
Right.
get that giant smite.
Thunder
That's
Smite would
good.
remove. I will say this: Thunder Smite would have removed your Hunter's Mark as concentration.
I don't care.
Well, you wouldn't have gotten the Hunter's Mark damage. Is
Use
what
your
I'm
divine
saying.
smite instead. It won't remove it.
It won't remove it, and it's 2d8 instead of.
Yeah, divine smite actually does more damage.
Yeah, and that's important right now.
19.
Divine
9.
smite.
Hey, so would you like to know something about this character? They're really good at ranged because if anyone gets into melee with them, they're vulnerable to the damage. How do you want to do this?
Yep.
Splat.
Yeah.
Fucking War of the Chosen. I
Down
see you.
the fucking center.
You just split him, and
Hi.
as you like, you're splitting him down the center, and as you hit the brain, you can just tell like the eyes are going up, but he's still smiling at you. As the blade cuts him down the center, just before you like do the fatal damage, we now know how to find you. As your silver greatsword sinks down through, the body splits, and then you just see two You just see one large column just take him and the gun away.
Cool. Guess what? He just said that. I'm throwing the silver greatsword away, and I'm walking off.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
No attachment.
And then I'm going into that fucking room with the other guy, taking my longsword and stabbing him through the fucking head.
I will stop you from doing that. It's like, wait.
I don't
You
care.
can try. Okay,
Try.
I'll say make an athletics check to try.
Renara's gonna go heal Serenus.
Please do.
Your boy's down.
Yeah, I don't like.
I'm sorry, dude, I tried.
You're gonna have to roll real well, King.
Yeah, no, it is a. Wittig is fucking done.
So if you want to make an athletics check, King, go ahead. But okay,
Oh.
important thing that I have been saying for a while, because it's a natural
can't
20
crit on a
does not
skill.
mean
Yeah,
does not mean it's an automatic success. Especially when the DC, which in this case is 22, is higher. So unfortunately, despite the fact of she does give an impressive effort, you just shove off this undead thing that's clung onto you, and your frustration has reached a peak, and he's just there in the cage, and he's managed to bend the bars like he's nearly pulling himself out, and as he does, you just take the blade, as he's pulling himself out, he's kind of like this way, over the cage bars, you just cut the head clean off.
Well done,
He
Wittig.
slumps
All the
dead.
information I had have gathered from that has now been lost.
Whoa, guess what? Because nobody checked him, we just got fucked. So how
It was
about...
intentional not to check him.
Sorry, what?
We did not check him because I wanted to know if he had any method. We are unknown to this enemy. We do not know what they do when they are captured. We do not know their tools. We do not know how they use them. He seemed to have some sort of communication device, I would warrant, or some way of having people track. Now, we do not know how that works. We know that they have them, not how they work. So I suppose not entirely useless.
Gonna go up to the top of the tower and just fucking sit.
Those like Spook just went, no, you're not allowed. So as you get up to the tower, and you just put your thing down, you're just frustrated with your longsword. It's going to end the session.
Renara, please heal me.
Good session, guys!
We can say that you guys go back for a rest, and you will get
Okay,
your
we
long
rest.
rest.
And I get off the roof.
So we had our long rest. Yes?
Now you will have your long rest, but it will be like 2 or 3 in the fucking afternoon by the time you get up.
Yeah, put
You
that,
guys
there,
had
I'll put
a
that there
day.
for next time.
God fucking damn it.
Oof! Big oof!
Good work, by the way. That was a good kill.
Big oof energy.
I know, nice one.
I'm sorry, Nemo.
Character being beside the point.
As
Well
a
done.
character, I hate you.
That was
But-
so cool, Naren.
As a person, thanks.
That was so cool. You just freaking
Well
climbed
done.
onto the roof and murdered him.
You know the song that went through my head. You know Pacific Rim when they first jump into the water. My head just like do 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 do.
But yeah,
And his thing
because I
jumps
wanted
up.
to figure out, like, in terms of like actual character-wise, if I could just scale 10 feet, just a single bound. I
Use
can't.
the jump calculator, yeah?
Yeah, because the thing of it is, using Pythagorean theorem, 7 feet, 18 feet horizontal, 7 feet up, gives me a height of 19.
You could have just used the calculator. It
angle.
works great as well, I'm just saying.
Well, it doesn't. It says you can reach up and grab something 16.5 feet.
And this is
But it
over
doesn't really
that,
say
yeah.
in terms of like
I
going on top of buildings.
Yeah, I said you would like. That's why the athletic checks was like a grab and like using your momentum to get a footing, pull yourself up, kind of thing,
That
without
jump
losing any
calculator
movement.
is useful because if you use it, hello. If you use it, you could just like take a screenshot of it and just be like, DM, calculator says I can do this, so please let me do this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Alright,
Mhm.
we're gonna end the stream there because it's late.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thanks
If
for
you
coming,
guys-
guys.
I will say this:
Yeah.
if you guys want, before you go, I will say this: if you want, if you get up in the next morning, you could go to the dragon remains and find in the skull of the dragon, like between its horns, like I imagine all of you would. It's not a big thing. You would have found it eventually. It's the one thing that sticks out. A small rod of what looks almost like a charcoaled kind of colored metal, like
Oh,
you know
the
the
thing
kind
we're
of like
looking for.
yes.
Yeah.
And with that, you will be level 4.
Oh,
Not me though.
Yes, you though.
This
Yes,
is
you
only
know.
my first session. That's unfair.
That's fine. We level
I
up.
mean,
we're
it's-
doing
it's-
Oh,
landmark.
fine. You're level 2 then.
We're
Fine,
doing
fine.
landmark
No.
experience.
Yeah,
people-
fair enough.
People
Fair
level
enough.
up when they level up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Because otherwise, people can miss sessions and not get XP, and that's not fair.
So we're doing
Okay,
we're
that-
doing landmark.
Fair enough.
What you
Right,
gonna
so
do?
we'll see you guys next
What you gonna
week
do?
with the party that's now level 4.
Feet.
Feet!
Bye.
Bye bye everyone, thank you
Bye.
for tuning in.
Feet!
Mwah.
Feet!
Feet!